Hey guys, I'm 90s Mark Hamill, and I wanna hate it.
Welcome to episode 16 of IWHI. My name's Alex, and this is
Brandon.
And we are currently recording episode 16, The Guyver, in Florida.
United States. Earth.
With microphones.
Of course.
For new listeners, the format of this podcast is divided into two major sections. A pre-watch section, where we introduce the subject of the episode with some general information, then view a trailer and declare whether we want to hate it, love it, or think it'll be cheesy. Next, we watch the subject off-air and take notes. Lastly, we record a post-watch breakdown, recapping what we just saw so that we can definitively tell you, the audience, whether we hated it or not. In addition to the pre-watch and post-watch, we also have several segments such as Trivia and Goofs, List Time, Devil's Advocate, and a death battle pitting the characters of this episode against those of previous episodes. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's jump right into our eponymous first segment entitled, I Want to Hate It. I Want to Love It, or Is It Cheesy?
Is it cheesy? So in this segment, we're going to discuss some pretty basic information about the subject of the episode, then declare whether we want to hate it or not.
So what is it?
It is... Ching! 1991, The Guyver.
Rated PG-13 with a brisk runtime of 1 hour 28 minutes.
I like that.
I like that.
We've had a lot of 2, 3, 3.5 hour movies.
Yes.
It's
So
pretty nice.
Yeah. If this sucks, then it won't be that long to suffer.
It'll probably be like, the gutter art trash film. Gummo.
God.
That's short. That was like
Gutter
an hour, 20
trash,
minutes.
dude. Gutter art.
Gutter art. Gutter fart.
The Guyver, released in Europe and South America as Mutronics, starring the character McDonald Guyver.
Mutronics. M-U-Tronics.
Yes. It's a 1991 American tokusatsu superhero film. Tokusatsu.
Tokusatsu.
Tokusatsu. Superhero film made in conjunction with Shochiku Films, loosely based on the Japanese manga series of the same name by Yoshiki Takaya. The film generated enough interest for a sequel, Guyver Dark Hero. Armstrong was replaced by David Hayter in the role of Sean in that second film. I got more on that in the trivia. Yes.
Oh man, so this is a cool little gem.
Yeah. Right. And the film was more well received critically than its predecessor as well. So we're watching the worst one, objectively.
Oh, it's the second one. Okay, right, gotcha.
Yes.
But the actor in it is Luke Skywalker.
Yes, so it can't be that bad because it's got Mark Hamill.
Right, Mark Hamill.
Yeah, dude.
Mark Hamill. Okay.
Alright, so quick trivia facts about what in the Sam Hill a got-darned tokusatsu, pronounced tokusatsu.
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 What is that? So according to Wikipedia, tokusatsu means special photography and is a Japanese term for live-action films or television programs that make heavy use of practical special effects. Its contemporary use originated in the Japanese mass media around 1958 to explain special effects in an easy-to-understand manner, and was popularized during the first monster boom, which is 1966 to 1968 apparently. Renowned subgenres of tokusatsu include kaiju, such as the Godzilla and Gamera series, superhero, such as Kamen Rider and the Metal Hero series, and mecha, like Giant Robo and Super Robot Red Baron. Some tokusatsu television programs combine several of these subgenres, such as Ultraman and Super Sentai. So, tokusatsu is one of the most popular forms of Japanese entertainment, and certain properties have attained popularity outside of Japan, such as Godzilla and the Super Sentai series, which was adapted into Power Rangers and broadcast internationally in 1993.
I used to love Power Rangers.
I had a pair of gloves. If you do hand gestures.
Power gloves?
I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
Yeah, Power Ranger gloves.
Nintendo Power Ranger gloves.
And they made noises, but
yeah, Power Rangers. So here's an extreme 90s fact.
Oh, do it.
So you know how the action scenes of Power Rangers took footage from Japanese tokusatsu franchise Super Sentai, but if you didn't, now you do. When the characters weren't in costume, they were played by American actors. Did you know that?
No.
Well, you wrote it, so you must have. According to Wikipedia, though, footage from the Metal Hero Tokusatsu series Juko B-Fighter?
B-Fighter.
And B-Fighter Kabuto, second season, were used in the same way to create big bad Beetleborgs.
Yes.
Beetleborgs!
So Metal Hero turned into Beetleborgs.
Oh man, it says the second season was even called Beetleborgs Metallix or Metallics, according to its Metal Hero lineage. That's insane.
Yeah, right?
This is like the origin of so many things.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah. Tokusatsu.
Super Sentai Power Rangers.
Beetleborgs. Alright. So, this film, though, The Guyver, was made by and stars John Purdy and Yoshiki Takaya. That's who wrote
That's
it.
who wrote it. Yeah.
Directed by Steve Wang and Screaming Mad George. Apparently was like a practical special effects director guy.
Must that be like a guru?
Yeah.
Huh.
So hopefully at least
That's
the
cool.
effects are cool. It stars a bunch of no-name actors, but of course Mark Hamill too.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, dude.
It's like watching a trash movie with Keanu Reeves or
They at least, or Nicolas Cage would be the
Nicholas.
prime
I was literally
example.
about to say
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage because he's in everything.
Any
Bad.
movie, no matter how bad, can be elevated somewhat by Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. The action's good. You believe it.
Charisma.
Yeah.
Well, what's the plot?
Charisma. That's Kalima.
Mark Hamill.
All right. Plot summary. When a researcher at the Kronos Corporation is mysteriously killed, his daughter, which is Vivian Wu, her boyfriend, Sean, which is Jack Armstrong, and a rogue DEA agent.
Rogue DEA agent Roland Royal is seeking vengeance, and he's going to need all the help he can get to take Benny Town.
Royo.
Oh.
Sting Ops.
No.
Sting Ops.
Rogue CIA agent named Max Reed, which is Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. All suspect foul play. Sean discovers a top-secret suit of Kronos armor called the Guyver, which fuses to his body when he tries it on, turning him into a supremely powerful cyborg. Kronos' evil CEO, Fulton Balkus, which is David Gale, is enraged about this and sends a crew of mutant alien monsters to get the Guyver back.
Wait, so the Kronos Corporation made the Guyver
Guyver
suit, but then they also have mutant alien monsters?
Yeah.
Okay.
They probably got inspiration from their mutant alien monsters. Like, why don't we
Yeah.
just make humans into alien
Let's
monsters?
not reveal this to
Let's make a
anybody.
suit.
Let's just make a robot suit.
Yeah. They just go into like a suit shop, professional suit and tie shop, and
Yeah.
we try this suit on, but inside of the like Louis Vuitton suit is the
It's got
Guyver
meat.
suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's meat.
Alien meat.
Sloughing inside. What's it? Oh no, don't worry. It's a Bolivian cow
Cotton.
stomach. All right.
So from the VHS box of the Guyver, because I couldn't find another tagline, but the box in the VHS tape says part human, part alien, pure superpower.
Oh man.
And for Mutronics, the movie, another title it had, some mutants are more equal than others.
I like that one. I like part human, part alien, pure superpower.
It's fine.
That's good. That's the best one.
It's good.
How did it do at the
No.
box office? We don't know.
He couldn't find any information.
Probably didn't go to the box office. I've seen it on VHS, but never.
Yeah, it might have been straight to DVD or video VHS.
Yeah. Maybe small theaters. Who knows?
Yeah.
The rating wasn't great. 4.9 out of 10 stars or IMDb's.
Yeah, 4.9 out of 10 IMDb's with 5.7 thousand reviews, so that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
And Rotten Tomatoes was 40%.
50-50 rating, basically.
Yeah, well, a little under.
Mixed reviews. Yeah.
So it was
Slightly
40%. 40% from 5 critics and 39% from over 5,000 audience.
So not the best, but you know, we're not looking for the best. We're looking for the worst here, folks, because
Yeah.
we want to hate it.
Yeah.
Potentially. We want to.
So Metacritic
Right.
rating, not available.
So the awards and nominations, there is one nomination in 1993. It's the nominee of International Fantasy Film Award for Best Film for the director Screaming Mad George and Steve Wang. The festival title, which is Mutronics, The winner that year was actually Dead Alive by Peter Jackson. I like that movie.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that it's literally, yeah, I've seen it. I watched it with my wife Amanda.
It's vile.
She did not like it.
No.
She didn't like the giant titty monster at the end.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It's like on the roof. It's huge.
Only part I remember was the pus going into soup and stuff.
That's where everything like goes haywire.
Yeah.
Because I think the grandma or one of the family members starts, her face falls into the soup or something. Like her ear or her nose falls.
Yeah. Not a movie to watch while you're eating, folks.
No, but one of the most iconic scenes I can remember, besides the titty monster at the end, the lawnmower. You already knew, yeah. So much blood.
Yeah. So reviews. Go through some quick reviews here. From Critic Reviews, Glenn Kinney of Entertainment Weekly says the film features a surprisingly convincing costumes and effects, inspired casting, and energetic direction. But what sinks it is its unfortunate adherence to the time-honored direct-to-video cliches. So it was direct-to-video.
Gotcha.
An unearned paycheck for a one-time A-picture star, a tendency to fall back on lame humor whenever the going gets slow. And Scott Weinberg of eFilmCritic.com says, earns points for the weirdness, extra credit for the ultra-violent action bits. 3 out of 5.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's actually really cool that there's lame humor whenever it's slow, because I feel like the old Ninja Turtle movies did that.
Oh, for sure.
They mixed in, because it's like prosthetic suits. Delete all of that. Okay, so audience reviews. From Rotten Tomatoes, user Sean I, or Sean1, said on July 5th, 2012, The Guyver is, quote, among the worst rubber suit monster movies I have ever seen. This abomination from the early 90s can't decide if it wants to be a corny kid special or a gross late-night horror picture, straddling both in lieu of a decision.
Oh no, that sounds kind of like Mario 93.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's true. It lifts a gratingly naive cast and absurdly simple dialogue from the former. Then the nasty creature effects and wanton violence. That's kind of cool. Wanton violence.
Wonton killing. I don't know what a wonton killing is.
From the latter. I'd be remiss not to mention the awesomely overblown slash cuts and stock synth sound effects that accompany every change in scenery.
I like that.
That sounds cool. Basically, this is action porn. Ooh. With a sketchy storyline. How can you have a sketchy storyline? It just doesn't make sense? Or I don't know if this is real life or not. So with a sketchy storyline and intensely awful acting, only present as a means of transport from one slugfest to the next. Problem is, between the imagination-free choreography and the awkward, unwieldy makeup, the fights are just as bad as everything else. Mark Hamill, in one of his darkest days as a professional, dons a ridiculous mustache and oversized leather jacket in a vain attempt to fit the part of a tough, grizzled detective. Like everything else thrown on the screen in this unmitigated disaster, it doesn't work.
Well, sounds great.
It sounds great. Alright, you read this one sentence review.
User Fayas on April 27, 2023, on the other hand, said, this movie slaps hard.
I wanted to read that one instead. We're not going to let these reviews taint our perception, though.
Yes, we're going to give this film its fair shake. Have you seen Guyver before?
I have.
I have not.
I have seen it. Well, to be totally honest, I don't know if I've seen one or two.
And it was many years ago.
I was in middle school, so I'm 35 now. We're talking 20-some years ago. But it was at my aunt's house. I remember she always used to have a lot of VHS tapes there from her kid and his wife that would stay there. And yeah, I watched it. I don't know if it's one or two, though, but I remember clearly the Guyver.
So you picked this one. You probably picked it because the VHS cover was cool?
I think I picked it just because I know I've seen it and I wanted to see it again. But because I could hate it. I don't know. I thought it was cool back then, but I don't know. It could be really bad. Mark Hamill, though, so I think I'll be fine.
Well, now why don't we do our pre-watch rating? Do you want to hate it? Do you want to love it? Or is it cheesy?
So I think I want to love it. I don't want to hate it because it's not necessarily creative, but it's too strange. It piques my interest. I really wanted to see what it's about. Kind of like Killer Clowns in Outer Space.
I do want to hate
but
that.
But the makeup and the costumes and all that, I would watch it just because
yeah,
somebody took the effort to do it.
Wow.
to do all of that.
You can say that about a lot of bad stuff too.
I know.
I like somebody took the effort to do it.
Hitler.
You're a homicide detective.
Did you hear me?
What?
Hitler.
Yeah. Well.
At least he took the effort to do it.
Yeah. Well, gotta
I'm
give
not
him.
blanket stating strictly for movies here. I'm not talking walks of life or
Yeah.
genocide.
No. It's tough to make a movie, even terrible movies.
Yeah.
Brand isn't a white supremacist.
Not at all.
So
9.
9 what?
9, baby.
Okay, moving on. As a point of difference, I'll say I want to hate it just to be different. But I'm with you with the practical effects and the Mark Hamill.
The effects, period.
It's made by an
Cool.
effects guy, so
Yeah.
it's probably gonna have at least neat effects. Maybe.
I just remember like the biosuit and like just seeing flashes in my brain of the biosuit, and it was like real practical effects, and it looked cool.
Yeah, like the suit forming together.
I think he fights monsters. He does. He fights,
So
but
that
it's kind of like lower scale Godzilla. That's what it felt like when I watched it.
yeah.
Ultraman kind of thing. But either way, what's your pre-watch rating?
My pre-watch rating out of 5 stars, I'll say 2.
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5 stars.
I'll give it a 2.3 out of 5.
Okay.
I'll give it a little more. It can't be really good, but
You said you want to love it, so.
yeah.
You
I'll
know,
give it a 3. I'll give it a 3.
out of 100 tokusatsu, I'll give it a 30.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I'll give it 53 tokusatsu.
Good to go. Yeah.
What was yours again? 40?
30.
30.
30.
30. Okay, I gave it 53.
Yeah. That tracks.
All right, let's reignite our hate,
Okay.
or cheese, or love.
So let's watch the trailer and react.
Let's do it.
So I guess this film does not have an official theatrical Green Band trailer because it wasn't a theatrically released movie. So we'll just watch probably a VHS trailer.
Yeah. All right. So let's watch this trailer. And again, it's not Green Band, but it's a trailer.
Yeah.
All right. So on YouTube, it's going to be the Guyver teaser trailer. That's what it's called by user Konstantin Pichugin. Here we go. All right, Mark Hamill, let's see what you got. Big dog.
All right, dude.
Oh, music.
Music's scary.
So far they're showing the bio suit.
Oh, man. Scary, actually.
Yeah, it looks actually a little scary. A lot of practical effects.
Looks like a horror movie.
Really young Mark Hamill doesn't even look like Mark Hamill. There's a lot of practical effects and monsters and
Meat monsters.
yeah, meat monsters.
Super meat suit jumping and Mark Hamill with a gun. Out of control!
Martial arts. Backflips. Gas mask in the Guyver. Or
meat
CO2
suit.
spray.
Yeah. The Guyver.
I am the Guyver.
I am the Guyver! Oh, here's what you're talking about. The suit's forming.
Yeah. But that did not look like Mark Hamill.
I don't think that was Mark Hamill.
That's what I'm saying. Something's weird here. I don't know what happened.
Is
That was Mark Hamill.
not the Guyver?
Alright, so that was weird that it looks like Mark Hamill. It didn't look like Mark Hamill at the end, but we'll have to find out what that's about. Because obviously he's in the movie.
You would think the main guy everybody knows would be the star.
Yeah. Well, at that point, I mean, yeah, he was Luke Skywalker, but
It was 20 years ago.
yeah. Well, no, longer than that. I mean,
Well, Return of the Jedi was 80s, so
okay,
like 10-ish.
30 years ago. It's 2023.
So the 70s to the 90s? Wait, what?
So 40 years ago.
Yeah, now.
Right. Oh, then I see what you're saying.
What?
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Compared to the trailer when it was, like, the movie was released,
Yeah.
his popularity.
Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi and the Guyver were released 8 years apart in 1983 and 1991.
I mean, obviously now it's no question it's fucking Mark Hamill, but
Yeah, user Sean1 said that it was a low point in his career.
yeah. So that's unfortunate for him, especially coming off a high Star Wars.
Yeah.
We'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe we could do Guyver 2 on the next episode.
Maybe.
Or one time.
Don't make promises.
In the future, I don't. So we gotta watch this movie. It actually looks pretty cool, I thought. Looks thrilling.
Well, let's reignite our watch. Let's watch the hate. Let's
cheese our love. Let's not do that.
let's not do that. No. Let's watch the film.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Guyver,
Let's go, Guyver. Let's go, Guyver. I'm the Guyver.
Mark Hamill.
Is not the Guyver.
Let's
Wait,
do
what?
it.
5,
4,
3, and we're back. We watched the Guyver on a projector screen, which was transmitted from a computer.
Wow.
Wow. Now it's time to give our post-watch analyses with our next segment called The Breakdown. Breakdown, baby.
Break it down.
We're watching it so you don't have to. Breaking down the plot from opening to closing credits. And there's a spoiler warning, by the way.
From here on, warning.
Oh, you're here too. Oh, what's up, Alex?
Hi.
Hey, man. Okay, so we're going to try not to go on tangents like that one right there. But there's no promises because it just happens. But we're going to attempt to wait till the end before revealing our final judgment. So, let us begin. The breakdown. So we're going to try something a little different this time to all the people that are listening or not. We usually just go through both of our notes live while the breakdown, but some feedback we received in an attempt to streamline everything and avoid repeating ourselves, which happens a lot. This time we're going to try merging our notes into a single summary, so hopefully that'll work. So, how does this Guyver begin, Alex?
Star Wars intro text just comes in about super monster soldiers and the Zoanoid leader called the Zoolord.
That is the tangent, damn it. But The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
Yeah.
he has an energy drink line called Zoa.
Oh,
So I immediately thought of that.
he's the Zoolord.
He is a Zoa
In real life.
That's awesome.
Well, Dwayne The Rock Johnson created the Kronos Corporation here on Earth and
did.
created the Guyver suit. And also, apparently, the ultimate weapon is mankind because you get 100-fold powers if the biosuit is worn by humans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100-fold.
Yeah. So that was, story intro, but we jump right into it with the scientist with the stolen Guyver suit. His name is Sagawa.
This is some construction site.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. And there's no water anywhere except for this one puddle, so
Yeah.
he puts the briefcase in the puddle.
Right in the puddle. It makes no sense.
Anyway, he has a red lunchbox he finds for some reason. But before we can see what's going on, some cartoonish Power Ranger goons.
Yeah, they're straight out of the Power Rangers, too.
They're ridiculous.
Like the rubber suit dudes.
Putties.
Oh, yeah, the putties.
Yeah.
Putty people.
But these goons work for the Kronos Corporation. A bald-looking, weird-looking dude from The Hills Have Eyes. He's the leader of these goons. And he threatens Sagawa by holding a knife up to his neck. He's like, give me the Guyver suit or I'll kill you.
It's Michael Berryman.
Oh, that's the Hills Have Eyes
The
guy?
actor's name, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta give him credit.
Michael Berryman. The scientist morphs into a terrifying fish beast, though.
He does. It looks really cool, too. The
transformation.
special effects are pretty on par.
It has claymation morph, dude. Claymation.
It did. Imagine Ninja Turtles, the old ones from the 80s and 90s.
The rubber suits.
Yeah, that type of. That's what we're looking at here.
Will Hills Have Eyes guy, Michael Berryman, also turns into a crazy monster guy, and they fight with Fish Monster and Monster in Rubber Suit Men.
It kind of reminded me of Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like, in a way, because the moves are kind of sluggish,
Oh, remember, it's in the same genre of a
Yep.
tokusatsu.
Tokusatsu.
Yeah.
Tuna Fish Man gets wasted.
He gets drunk.
Yeah, he gets wasted, drunk in the fight, and then he loses the fight because he can't fight anymore. And then his body, he just deflates. How did he die again?
Actually, it's horrifyingly violent.
Was it?
His skull gets crushed.
Oh, he does. Michael Berryman's monster character, he puts his hands over the fishman's skull and just like crushes him like a can.
It's pretty violent for PG-13.
Because in my mind, it's like, dang, he didn't even like squish his head like a watermelon. He just crushed the insides of his brain.
Just crushed it just enough to die.
Yeah. Okay.
The intro credits happen. Yeah. Composed by Matthew Moore. And Luke Skywalker appears with a cop mustache as not the Guyver.
Right.
So
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill mustache tells the ladies a story, and it cuts right back to flashback to the beginning again. So apparently, he's a CIA guy. He's waiting for Sagawa, the defector from the corporation, and he was apparently waiting for Sagawa, but found out that Sagawa got jumped. He saw from like a distance, but before he get to him, he was too late, and Sagawa already turned into coal bones,
Right.
as Brandon said.
His whole body just melted, and then it turned into this black sulfur crap, and his body was coated with black stuff. It looked like coal.
Charred black skeleton.
So I said it's coal bones.
He was.
Yeah.
So anyway, our protagonist, Sean Guyver, finally appears, and he's in an Aikido dojo, and he's having a rival with some guy he calls a butthead in the dojo.
Oh yeah, he does. So it's such an insult.
It is. This is
Butthead.
a 90s movie, yeah.
Yeah.
We also meet his girlfriend, Mizuki, who turns out to be the daughter of Sagawa, the defecting scientist fishman. From the beginning.
So after a totally radical diagonal scene transition, which I missed the first one, but Alex and Amando saw it.
It was rad.
We see creepy evil CEO. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay. We see creepy
Okay.
evil CEO man. He discovers that the Guyver suit has been swapped for a toaster. He gets super mad at Michael Berryman because Michael Berryman thought he was hot stuff for his master. He's like, I got you the suit, boss. And he's like, you better hope it's in there. I'm going to crush your fucking skull. It's like, oh, don't worry. It's in there for sure. But it's
Toaster.
not. It's
Yeah.
a toaster. And then so Michael Berryman gets his... he gets hurt. I'm not sure. The CEO man has psychic powers, apparently.
Yeah, so this...
Kind of like Darth Vader. It's like, you disobeyed me? You didn't disobey him.
You failed me.
You
for the
failed
last
me.
time,
Yeah.
Michael Berryman.
I'm gonna turn your brains into spaghetti with my mind powers.
So he hurts him with psychic powers, makes him slap and grab at his face and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, Sean Guyver spies on the police through some fencing as they check out the Fishman crime scene. Sean Guyver bumps into the red lunchbox on accident that the Guyver was in, so he picks it up. It clearly has alien meat and tentacles on it. Brandon asked at this point, would you have that reaction? Because he's just like, hey, cool. Shoves it in his backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had no reaction at all. He's like, wow, this is
Cool.
this is something.
Whatever. I'm back with Mustache Hamill. Mizuki asks what's going on. Mark Hamill, CIA man, what's the Guyver? And Mark Hamill says, it's just an alien spacesuit or whatever, no big deal.
You see him all the time.
Sean sees Mark there and thinks there's sex stuff happening, so he leaves disappointed.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't know you had company.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, well, I do.
Mark Hamill says, lousy place for a mirror, because that's how he saw him.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny how he got seen. He's like, oh, shit.
Piss.
Piss it. So back to Sean. He gets pressed by a group of gang nerds, and they kick his bike over. At first, he was trying to just get away a little bit, and then they're just pressing him like, well, that's a nice bike you got there. Looks like it's broken, actually. And then they kick it. Anyways, they jump him, 90s style fighting. They start beating the absolute shit out of Sean Guyver. But eventually, the Guyver suit falls out of its backpack. The disc gets pressed because Sean Guyver gets knocked over, and his head slams face first into the Guyver suit.
They kick his head into the Guyver ball.
So kicked his head, and then all of a sudden the Guyver suit's connected with Sean Guyver's head. There's a lot of the Thing effects. As all this is happening, the cornball gang people, they have like vaguely racist stereotypes.
And yellow bandanas. They can't injure Sean Guyver no matter what they try. He beats them up super easy and finds out he has superpowers, like he's immune to bullets. One goon holds up a reflective hubcap, like in defense, and then Sean sees what he has become, and he has an existential crisis and screams, which cues the suit to remove itself from his body, like retracting, but it rewinds up into his neck,
Yeah.
like a whip.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, and those practical effects are quality, which I would expect nothing less from Screaming Mad George,
Need to see what other movies he's done or worked with.
who as the special
Well,
effects
yeah.
man.
It wouldn't be his movie, I don't think.
Anyway, Mustache Hamill talks to some cops. Black dude with glasses and like a really tall white
Looks
dude.
like he's 16.
And he says he's going to get enough rope to hang himself. So I guess he's suicidal.
Well, not for real. Figure of speech.
Oh.
So I just looked it up, and Screaming Mad George is also known for Predator 1, Big Trouble in Little China, The Abyss, and The Guyver. Space Truckers, which is another one, remember, that was suggested for IWHI. The same guy that suggested Krull. Space Truckers, he said it was really bad, but if you go into it knowing it's bad, it's fine.
Yeah. As always, it depends what kind of bad. There's good bad and bad bad.
It has Dennis Hopper, Stephen Dorff, and
Hey, Blade! Let's do this.
whoever Debbie Mazar is.
I mean,
But
Dennis
anywho.
Hopper was in Mario, was he not?
Yeah, he's Koopa.
Yeah, he didn't save that.
No, it's definitely not made to be saved. This movie's probably really bad. But anywho, there's a tangent.
So then Sean Guyver discovers his girlfriend, Mitzi's roommate, was murdered and the apartment's ransacked. Sean Guyver, meanwhile, goes back to Mitzi's house and finds her roommate is killed. So there's some melodramatic acting here, peak 90s. Amando makes a good point, saying that it's unusual to almost have your first kiss after your girlfriend says your dad's just died. Sean and Mark simultaneously approach the van of the Kronos goons while they are kidnapping Mizki. And the Hills Have Eyes man and Hamill have like a little showdown with guns, but no one shoots. So they eventually start a chase scene.
There's always a chase scene.
At 40 minutes in, me and Amando thought there was a film crew member just in the middle of the shot, but moments later they run into an actual film set. One of the monsters gets mistaken for a movie actor. It's lame.
Lame. I thought it was funny because I missed that part, and you guys both were like, "Oh my god, how did they leave that in there?"
Yeah.
And then the next couple seconds, they run into a film set. Which
I thought it was a
weird.
funny mistake, but turns out it was on purpose.
They got us.
Punked.
Punk.
Power Rangers enemies appear, and the whole gang of monsters are chasing Mizki, Sean Guyver, and Mark Hamill.
Alex says this movie is grotesque, which is the truth.
Yeah, the designs of the goons in monster form are legitimately off-putting, especially this monster with the phallic nose that looks like, well,
A dick.
it made Amanda uncomfortable.
Yeah, she openly stated that. He's making me uncomfortable.
Me too. Penis nose elephant trunk monster, but the personalities and the music's like too corny to be scary.
So it's just boring.
It's just boring.
Yeah. No, it really gives Power Rangers vibes. And like Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah.
That old movie with the trolls. That's what it reminds me of too.
It'd be like if the movie Alien with xenomorphs, H.R. Geiger monsters, but then there's like corny clown music playing.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Same effect.
But the monsters, they beat up Mark Hamill for a while until the cops... So they... Remember the cops that I mentioned a minute ago? Where they have a black guy with glasses and a tall white guy?
Yeah.
Apparently they show up and also turn into monsters.
Out
What?
of nowhere. There's no foreshadowing or anything. They just, oh, we're monsters too.
Okay.
We're all monsters. That's the plot twist. Everybody's a monster.
Everybody's monster.
You have to-
Basically,
Be put in a situation to release your monster.
almost everybody is or becomes a monster in this movie.
You're not wrong.
So when a monster...
Because really, there's no... Did you notice too? I just realized this. There's no like extras in this movie. There's really no like...
Well, like I
And
said,
if there's
those cop extras turn into monsters too.
Well, like, so there's that first crime scene when Sagawa was his name?
Yeah.
He died, the fish monster man.
But they were all characters that show up later.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess
Like,
the goons-
overall, this movie didn't have a lot of filler extras. It was just the main characters and...
I will give this movie credit though. It was very straightforward and
It was.
screw
It
around.
was.
It did not screw
Yeah.
around much.
No fancy scenes, no like
Well, the plot doesn't
The
go
plot.
off in
Yeah.
Different directions.
side stories and character development. It's very... Here it is.
It's just a movie, dude.
Yeah.
So when a monster slaps Mitzi, Sean gets pissed enough to turn into the Guyver in an obvious trailer shot. He
Yeah.
goes, I am the Guyver!
I am the Guyver.
And,
That's probably what they named the scene, is trailer shot scene.
yeah. Trailer shot scene and script.
sequence. Yeah.
So yeah, 1991, H.R. Geiger, Jar Jar Binks raps, and it's unbearable.
Oh man. Yeah,
Cringe.
I couldn't believe it, what I was listening to.
I said, let her go.
Yo, I deal with this. I've been looking high, I've been looking low for the guiding, jiving thing to show. And now this punk's become a hunk when all along he's had the song. Well, let me just tell you one thing. I'm gonna boot that thing with the guiving it. I'm going to make you crawl and gonna make you sing. Cause I want that guiving, jiving thing. Boy!
So, who's that actor? Jimmy J.J. Walker as Stryker. So, he's a Fat Albert guy?
He is a Fat Albert guy. He's Rudy Davis.
Yes. He does 1991 raps now and then. There's like at least 2 scenes of it. It's bad. Brandon says the Jar Jar monster starts rhyming super awkward trench style. And then a battle ensues between Guyver and all the other monsters. So yeah, thankfully they show up and start fighting. The Guyver does an aerial flip and headache claps one of the monsters.
That's pretty good.
Jar Jar finds a saw blade. He throws the saw blade, but accidentally kills one of his friends.
It was so useless.
Yeah.
It was a weird setup too, because I felt like he knew he was going to hit him too.
But after an extended fight sequence, I noticed that it really does not help that the background music is Looney Tunes.
It was.
Yeah.
I looked at you too, and then you said that, but I was just about to say something.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Cut the Popeye! Idiot.
I was going to say the movie is not fit the scene.
Yeah, because it doesn't fit the action movie vibe. Because
it had a good tone to it, like where it could be more serious and
Well, they try different things. So they
do in this movie. Yeah, there's multiple directions you can see they take.
There's 3 directions they could try. They could try the horror movie direction, which they clearly have the effects for. They could try the action movie direction, because there's a lot of like choreography and punching and stuff. Or they could try the baby child movie direction,
which they like to do a lot in this one.
With the corny music and the rapping and stuff. And any one of those directions would have been fine for like a direct-to-video movie, but they try all 3 at once and it keeps tripping over its shoelaces.
You forgot the last one, which is probably its most iconic trait. It's a drama. Because of the acting.
They tried to act.
Or the overacting. Yeah. All right. Nipples, man.
Nipples, dude? Oh.
Nipples. That's it.
So
One of the monsters has nipples, dude. Those big, furry, Sasquatch-type nipples.
Yeah, so one of the female monsters just has boobs with nipples on them. What?
It's very shocking.
Sean Guyver, meanwhile, gets his head ball hit and is stunned, and they're like, we found his weakness. It's the head ball. It's the Guyver ball.
He killed the titty monster already.
He has got elbow blades, and he kills a monster.
Really cool. They come out of his elbows.
Yeah.
Because they're elbow blades.
Yeah.
The fuck? But the thing is, you don't know he has them until he retracts them out. It's like, all right, it's time to get serious. Shring, shring.
He honestly doesn't use them enough. But yeah, he seemingly kills Mitzi. Well, he just thinks that because a monster falls on her.
The titty monster.
Yeah, and he only killed the monster. But defeated mentally, Sean gets his ass handed to him.
Yeah, he's like, they're crying and bawling, and they're just kicking the shit out of him. So he's like, no, Misky, how could I? Oh, God, no, Misky.
And then the Guyver gets his eye ripped out. His eye.
Yeah, dude.
He's got like a
no
forehead
mercy
ball.
at all. They just plucked it out.
It's
pulled
gore.
Yeah, it is gore, dude. It was very gory. Just pulling like a string of meat and nerves out of his forehead.
And Misky's like, no!
Because she's alive now.
Yeah. He turns into goop. He melts, like, viscerally, violently gory.
He does.
Like the Thing. Yeah. And it's way too gruesome for a kid's movie.
Yeah, to go from total cartoon music and then just that. It doesn't match.
And Cronenberg monster.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill vomits.
How did he vomit?
He didn't vomit.
Okay. I was like trying to remember a picture in my head.
So 1 hour in, fade from black, and pervy evil CEO is like hover-handing Misky and then licks his fingers.
Yeah, this is really creepy.
Like, no, dude. Stop it. Creepy, dude.
It's creepy. She wakes up though, and then he wants to take her on a tour of his monster farm. Say, "Oh, you're awake. How pleasant. Want to go see my monsters?"
And he explains basically that he wants to take over the world with his monsters, and shows her his test tube chamber filled with Zoinoids. And he says, so this is a big revelation. Apparently all mythical monsters in history, including humans, were created by the aliens to be the ultimate organic weapons. Genetic violence, dude.
Absolutely. I'm here for it.
Tell me more. Mitsuki attempts to escape, only to be trapped with the CEO man, who continues to show her around the laboratory. And then we have two suck-up scientists, like Dr. East and this other guy. They explain that Sean Guyver is regrowing from the ball that was ripped out. And then, dun dun dun, Mustache Hamill is being experimented on in a test tube. He's like in a back to tank.
I like Mustache Hamill.
He is.
So the Guyver ball had like a little string still attached to it, and that's why it's regrowing.
Yeah.
There's enough material left.
Yeah, they say it's like regrowing the genetic DNA stuff.
It's really cool. It's creepy though.
Yeah, there's a gross like string of meat that flies out of the ball.
Yeah, like little noodles, red noodles. So yeah. All right. So there's this part where the CEO man is really pressing his luck with Mitsuki. He's really trying to get in her pants, and she's kind of going with it, but you know something's up. And wouldn't you have it? Whammo! Kicked him right in the nards. And then she tries to get away. He's pretty much debilitated for a few minutes here.
But there's no escape.
No, she can't get out. Eventually she runs to like this balcony thing where she thinks she's getting away. And it's like, oh, welcome.
You're surrounded by monsters.
Yep, you can't really get out of here. So then, yeah.
Well, then it's like a corny thing. Like, it's scary, but there's corny music, so it deflates the scariness. And then somehow the Guyver ball accidentally gets thrown into a monster's throat. They accidentally swallow the Guyver ball. And then...
That's right, because she does eventually get out.
Yeah, because we see the Guyver blade appear within... So we got like a jazzy reference to the Jaws music, like with the musical sting, like... And it's corny music, but it's the guts getting ripped open and a full-grown man gets burst from guts, dude.
Gets birthed from guts.
Yeah. As Looney Tunes music plays.
Yeah.
Like, what tone is this,
We don't know. Tonal ignorance. They don't want to stick to it.
It's tonal ignorance, dude.
Get it out! Oh, it's growing! It's growing! Ah!
You were alive.
I came back for you.
They don't want to stick to a certain tone. They're like, no.
Well,
they don't know. They just don't even know what they want to do with it.
Do all the tones.
Yeah.
How about...
Honestly, I think that's probably this movie's biggest downfall. It didn't stick to one thing.
Same with 1993 Mario again.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Tone problems.
Tonal ignorance. Yeah,
tonal ignorance, dude.
Tone deaf.
It is. No, tonal ignorance.
Tonal
I like
ignorance.
It. But yeah, the Guyver's back now. So apparently, Sean Guyver, as long as Guyver Ball remains, can immortally respawn. Tonal ignorance.
So basically, the Guyver's having a showdown with the monsters, like Power Rangers, you know, just blocking shots, hitting shots. And somewhere in the carnage, Guyver says, "You can't kill me. I've been rejected by death," which is pretty metal.
It's your favorite line.
It's pretty good.
It is good. It's the best line in the movie. You can't kill me. I've been rejected by death.
I can't hear that. I need a drink now, too. Okay, good.
Elephant Nose gets murdered by being thrown into a machine. An alarm. Yeah.
There's such violence in this movie.
There is.
There's no reason to have, no right to have kids' cartoon music in it.
No, dude. He has a rematch, the Guyver does, with Hills Have Eyes Man. While the Guyver's fighting Hills Have Eyes Man, we have a corny Scooby-Doo moment where a small dinosaur and Baxter Stockman chase Mark Hamill and Mitsuki around.
Baxter Stockman is the spider from Spider-Man. Or not, sorry.
He's the fly from Ninja Turtles.
Right. Oh, even better. I got my
Animals and franchise.
Yeah. It happens to me a lot. It's a problem.
It's good, dude. Brandon said, this movie has taken a turn, and I kind of want to hate it, lol.
Yeah, at this point, I didn't want to like it anymore because it was too much.
Yeah, dude.
It just...
Is tonal ignorance.
I liked it because I really like Power Rangers, but it was losing me. So Mitsuki bops the creepy dinosaur monster on the head, and it comically falls over, which it really does for like a few seconds. It's just stunned.
Wow.
It seemed like 30 seconds just standing there.
There's even a stock tree falling sound effect.
There was.
Nice work.
I'm just doing my job.
Super lame.
So lame.
So eventually, Sean Guyver gets grabbed by the Hills Have Eyes guy, but using both elbow knives repeatedly, he shanks him. He then proceeds to use his foot to break his leg sideways. Super graphic. Then he tears his head open. PG-13, mind you.
It's Mutronics for you.
What? It's Mutronics. Is that from the movie?
That's the alternate title of this movie.
Huh?
The
Oh, duh. Okay, right.
It's okay.
Mutronics. That's dumb.
Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty violent for PG-13, man. They seem to be good. They're like, okay, everybody's rescued, everybody's alive, let's escape. But Mark
Mustache Hamill
isn't feeling so good, and then a horrific body horror happened.
Yeah, because basically before all of this, Mitsuki's trying to rescue Mustache Hamill because CEO Man trapped him in a monster tank and is trying to pump him full of monster juice.
Yeah.
So he turns into one, but this happens because he wasn't in there long enough and he starts transforming.
Yeah, so his leg starts to shake and they're like, Mark, Mustache, are you okay? He's like, oh. So he like is on the ground, like pulsating, like having a seizure. And it's good special effects, but it is horrific and terrifying because he's
literally the thing.
Yeah, he literally, Cronenberg turns into a horrific bug abomination. And so it's like not even just turning into a monster like the rest of them, like a cool rubber suit
like
guy.
An insect,
It's not a good transformation. Like it doesn't help you. It's not advantageous. And
no, he turns into this giant cockroach-looking thing,
malformed
monster.
Like his head extends
It
out.
does.
He's like,
yeah, it's
he grows
super
mandibles.
graphic.
Yeah. The only thing that's still human at the end is his eyes and his voice.
Yeah, it's so sad.
And he's like, kill me, please.
Should have said that.
So
not like this,
sad,
or at least
dude.
not like this. Something.
Yeah.
It was really sad though. It was super.
He's like, Guyver, you must go on and live
without me.
Then he dies.
Yeah, he does. He just dies.
Like it doesn't even fight. He can't. He just. No!
What's wrong?
My God.
Max?
Sean, you've got to help.
But what can I do?
It's too late for me. Oh, don't let them get away with it.
Max! I won't let you down, Max.
Pitiful little creature. He wasn't in a soup long enough.
You.
And then he dies.
It's probably because he turned into a cockroach, which their life expectancy isn't that long.
Point.
Alright, but anyways, so CEO Man comes out of nowhere. At this point, Mitsuki's telling Guyver that he's the one that actually killed their father. Sean Guyver gets total pissed, kicks him through a door, but then the Zord Lord appears. He's making himself known.
You see these red eyes from this black abyss.
Reminds me of Ghostbusters, the little red eye
the dogs,
ghost things. Yeah. So yeah, he's it's really funny because he swings his arm super slow.
Yeah.
It should be faster, but
Guyver's doing backflips to dodge it and stuff.
I really think it's just to make it seem like it's more action than it is.
Yeah.
You know, all these fast cuts but super slow fighting.
Well, that's the
Tokusatsu. Yeah, man. Alright, anyways, during this whole time, Guyver's dodging, doing flips, like you said. He eventually slices the Zorlord monster in the side of the face. Pretty good, too. And then he jumps onto it like a bull.
Oh, man.
Bull.
It's Guyver time.
It's Guyver time. He gets pinned by Zorlord, though. He looks like he's about to get killed, and suddenly Guyver's chest freaking just... it looks like he might be dying or something, but the suit is opening up, and it shoots out a giant Iron Man particle beam, unibeam, at the Zorlord. So basically it's protecting Sean Guyver. Blows him away through, I think it's like 3 or 4 solid walls.
Yeah.
Most likely he's dead.
It doesn't show the body, but it never shows him coming back.
Yeah,
so.
They didn't finalize his death. So in Guyver 2, since there is one, maybe he comes back.
Guyver 2 Dark Hero starring David Hayter.
David Hayter, man.
Otacon. There's some kind of Zorlord.
Yeah, let's say. Metal Gear.
But Miski and Guyver sit down together, and Guyver turns back into Sean mode, nude, and they have a little romantic moment just sitting here in this factory.
Yeah.
And, hey, remember that time her dad died yesterday? And when Mark Hamill had a terrifying Cronenberg the Fly transformation and then died, and then we found out that the entire human race was genetically engineered by aliens and all of human history was a lie, and when your boyfriend melted but then regenerated from an alien Guyver ball and is now inseparable from the Guyver, and then you both were nearly murdered by alien mutants minutes ago, yeah?
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, well, anyway, they kiss and romantically and the movie ends.
Yep, that's it. It's probably the best summary of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Nothing matters.
Nothing matters, no.
But the story.
But at least it's like under an hour and a half, so there's that, yo.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah,
Power
dude.
Rangers with kind of good acting and special effects.
Yeah.
Really good special effects.
And terrifying memories that can't be erased.
Yeah, I'll never not see Mark Hamill transform into that in my entire life, I don't think.
No.
Every time I see him, I'm going to imagine him transforming.
It's literally just as bad as The Fly or...
See, I've never seen The Fly.
Thing. It's sad,
So it's
dude.
along those lines? Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see it now.
It's like that mustache Hamill turning into a cockroach and then dying, but for a full movie length.
Oh, that's really sad.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to see that now, actually.
Probably
Especially
not.
because it's, I almost said David Blaine.
Yeah, it is David Blaine, dude.
Then I was going to say David Duchovny. And then I was going to say Ian Malcolm. And then I was going to say
Zach Kenny.
Hugo Trees.
Yeah, it's Hugo Trees.
And then I was going to say
Jurassic Park star. Jurassic Park Lost World star.
his real name.
Jurassic Park Lost
I really forgot. Did you forget?
Ian Malcolm.
I forgot too. No way, dude. No way, dude. We don't even
such a good actor.
We don't even deserve to say his name after this.
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum.
I was just looking it up.
Okay.
Oh man, that's so. But this movie erased our smart brains. Can't keep watching movies like this.
I'm a Zoanoid now.
Oh man, I think I am part Zoanoid too. But yeah, the movie, man. We watched it.
And that concludes.
We watched it. It was a movie. Not gonna give my judgment here, but that concludes it. That's the breakdown.
The breakdown. That concludes the breakdown,
There's
guys.
not a lot of details in here either, so it's probably better that we did summarize the notes.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, the best parts we discussed.
It made less confusion over where to go next.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I do know where we're going to go next. And we're going to go into our next segment. I do know... But I do know where we're going to go next.
Where's that? Oh, fuck.
I do know where we're going to go next, and that's to our... Okay, I'm going to let you say this. I do know where we're going to go next.
Hey, where's that?
Our next segment.
What's it called?
It's titled...
Did we hate it?
Yeah, you're right. That's what it's called.
In which we pass judgment on the Guyver.
Yes.
So, Brandon.
What was the point of the story?
Yeah, what was the point? Sorry, the overall moral point.
The moral point.
What do you think? Zoanoids? Are you looking it up?
Mm-hmm.
Tokusatsu.
So I think the point of the movie is to always remember your friends.
Good, dude.
Because
I guess.
the Guyver suit and Sean Guyver, they're buddies, they're homies.
No.
They become one,
They're not.
They are friends.
The Guyver's not a separate being. Remember, he says, I am the Guyver now.
Right.
I am the one who Guyvers. Doesn't he have a personality? It's
You
Sean.
asked me.
Well, you could say Mark Hamill, dude.
What? Oh, Mark Hamill. Oh, God.
He was
Never
his
forget
friend.
Mark Hamill. All right, the moral of the story is R.I.P. Mark Hamill.
Alright, you okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, ask me something.
What was your favorite or least bad part?
Man, I didn't even think about this. Replay the movie in my head. The most memorable part is Mustache Hamill and what happens to him.
That's the best part.
It's the best and worst part.
That's valid. I'd honestly agree. I don't think I could come up with a different spot.
If there's one moment I would show somebody on YouTube from the Guyver, it would be that.
I'm looking up what Mark Hamill's been in,
Plot twist Star Wars, dude.
and he was in The Little Mermaid.
Oh, really? Well, he did voice acting.
There was a lot of voice acting. There's a lot of animated things.
A lot of people say he's the best, the Joker.
After he did The Guyver, he was also in Batman Forever, but I don't know what his character was.
What?
He was in The Kingsman, The Secret Service. He was
Yeah.
in Child's Play.
I think it was mostly voice work.
His big break was Star Wars.
Yeah. And then the Disney Star Wars, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Brandon, what was your favorite, least favorite part?
The same one?
Oh, okay. Did you like the characters or actors?
I think the actors were good enough, but Sagawa's daughter sucked.
Well, Amanda was not a fan.
I wasn't either.
She did.
Even before she mentioned it.
She went a little overboard with the melodrama.
Yeah. I mean, she fit for the for the tone of the movie, for sure.
Yeah.
So overall, I don't think I'd change much, other than the police officer guy, because he looked really young for his age. Or for what they were portraying him to be. Yeah. He just didn't fit the bill.
Well, I know what I would change. I'd make Mustache Hamill the Guyver.
I was about to say the same thing. Swap them out.
Like the VHS cover shows.
Make that guy turn into a freak.
Yeah, make the no-name dude just turn into a roach monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely Mark Hamill's low point, because not only is he, like, in a D-grade, straight-to-video movie, he's not even the main character.
I thought that was the bulk of why it was bad for him, until we saw what happened.
Yeah, it's not even that he's not the main character. He's the only one that has a negative mutation that kills him.
Yeah, it's really sad. It's not even sad, it's heartbreaking. Knowing he's going to die that way. He never get to eat food again, drink water. He can't even function as he is.
No, it just kills him.
Yeah, he dies. I mean, like, even if he did live, though, he's just a freak.
Yeah, it's a
giant monster freak.
Thankfully he never saw what he looked like.
Right.
It'd be even worse.
Never work in this town again.
Yeah.
Can't even hold a pencil or a pen.
Can't even hold a conversation.
No.
Looking like that.
Would you fix this movie?
No, I want it to remain broken.
Me too. Would you put different characters in it? I think I'd change the CEO man just for fun.
He could be better.
He could be better.
The rapper guy from Rudy, I'd change him in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
He was my least favorite character, dude.
He stood out as bad.
Because he rapped twice in Jar Jar Binks form.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
he looked like one of the Gremlins from the Gremlins movies.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Somebody even said that in the trivia. Brandon, how would you fix it?
I would take out the corniness.
Yeah. I'd make it stick to one tone. Either horror or action. No corniness.
Horror action would be good.
Or all drama.
Well, see, I just thought about it, and it's crossing the lines of, like, Evil Dead.
But incompetently?
Yeah. Because it's doing it, but it's not delivering.
Yeah.
You know, it has the gore, the action, the zany music.
But the music
doesn't really take itself seriously, but actually it does.
But Evil Dead...
It does take itself seriously, I think.
Well, Evil Dead is also going for adult corny. This is going for baby child corny, along with David Cronenberg
But
horror
it's gore,
murder.
right.
Yeah.
They missed their audience here.
Yeah. The audience in Evil Dead is synchronized with different tones. This is...
That's a good point. Because it
What'd you
seems
say?
like... What? Tonal ignorance.
Tonal ignorance.
I don't know.
But it seems like...
It could be changed for sure.
Yeah.
Seems like we forgot Jeff Goldblum's name for a minute. We should be punished by lashings.
I want to
by him.
By him. Who should watch this? Since we were just talking about tonal ignorance.
I would say fans of Screamin' Mad George or old Ninja Turtle movies, tokusatsu style movies with rubber suit fighting people. Because really, it's weird. Once the action scenes and fight scenes happen, it feels like a different movie. To me,
Yeah,
in a way, like the tone.
Tokusatsu action movie. Yeah.
It seems like it should be less of everything else and more of that.
Yeah.
Focus on one or the other.
I feel like it's probably why the sequel probably fares better. Because it's probably just straight action, I bet. David Hayter.
We could always watch it off the podcast. Or episode 2.
Now, what's your rating?
But I think I gave it...
You were like 54?
53 on the 100 scale, and then on to 5 was 3.3, and you gave it 2 or something?
Yeah.
Right? So as of now, if I gave it 3.3, I'd probably give it a 2.6.
Yeah.
And then out of 100, from 53 down to probably like 35, to be honest. I think you gave it a 30.
Okay, yeah, I did. You're right.
I think it was a 2 and a 30 or
30
something. 30
tokusatsus. And... What'd you drop it down to out of 100 tokusatsus?
35 Guyver balls. No, 35 struggling Mark Hamills. In that case, I'll give it 20.
Oh, man. I'll do that too. Same score. It's bad. A reminder, folks, even a 1
could be good.
Could be better than like a Gummo 1.
Because they're all subjective to scale.
So the thing that really matters above all is the ranking.
Yeah, right.
So what is the ranking, Brandon?
Alright, so the movie list, as I'm seeing here, appears as follows. You ready for the list? Take it away. So the order of movies in... Okay, so here's the order of the movies. You ready? Number 1, Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. Number 2, Batman and Robin 97. Number 3, wait, Batman and Robin 97. What?
Yeah, okay.
Did I not listen to the episode?
So...
Oh,
it was me and Arden. So last episode... So he said... What? Okay. Alright, so ranking of the movies and shows on the podcast that we've done thus far. Best to worst, folks. Number 1, Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. Number 2, Batman and Robin 1997. Brandon, since you weren't here for that episode...
I don't agree.
The reason it's above the Batman, number 3, is because Arden refused to have it listed as worse than the Batman, because he hates the Batman. But I refused...
I guess it's the George Clooney one, so I mean...
No, it's terrible. We both hate it.
It has Mr. Freeze and everybody.
But Arden hates the Batman, and
Poison Ivy and the Riddler, all that?
Arden refused to have it worse than the Batman, because he hates the Batman. So I made a compromise by making Batman and Robin 1997...
I don't disagree, honestly.
Above the Batman.
I know you didn't like it, but I never hated it.
You never watched it recently.
Batman and Robin? Not recently, but I remember liking it a lot.
You like everything.
So what?
You liked the Guyver.
No, I didn't.
When you saw it as a kid, you remembered liking it. You wanted to love it. You wanted to love it. Yes, the same with the Batman and Robin.
I guess so.
Anyway,
Batman and Robin. I don't agree, because it's not better than Jurassic World Dominion.
But that's what we had to do to make sure that...
Well, whatever we do, we can undo.
Yeah.
Because the manager wasn't in the office.
So number 1, Bad Lieutenant. Number 2, Batman and Robin. Number 3, The Batman. Number 4, Jurassic World Dominion with Jeff Goldblum for nostalgia factor alone. Number 5, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and Soldier. Number 6, Super Mario Brothers Part 2. Number 7, 3 X's. Number 8, Blood Freak. Number 9, Crawl. Number 10, Super Mario Bros. 1993. Number 11, Morbius. Number 12, Donnie Darko. Number 13, Gummo, a.k.a. Cats.
Trash shit, gutter trash.
It is gutter art. Number 14, Old Boy.
Which will remain there forever.
It cannot move above last
Can't
place.
Anything after that is up to a fair shot, but nothing else.
A negative billion, but ranked higher than Old Boy, is still better than Old Boy.
Yep. I'm going to put this at the new number 8, is my opinion.
Okay.
Move down Blood Freak and everything else, and then it's still below Triple X. Only because...
Wait, it's below Blood Freak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. Do you think it's better than Krull?
I don't. But I think it's better than Blood Freak, so I think Blood Freak should actually move down.
You think the Guyver is better than Blood Freak?
No. No, but I don't think it's... Okay, so I don't think it's better than Krull, so I guess the new 10 spot. I don't think it's better than Krull.
You don't? Okay.
I don't. But do I also think it's better than... I do think it's better than Morbius, Donnie Darko, Gummo, and Old Boy combined.
I'd agree it's better than... Yeah. I'd agree with that, and that it's better than Mario Brothers SMB 93.
I don't know. John Leguizamo, man. There's a lot of memorable characters, but the movie is what it is. That's tough.
How about this? Let me see which one's longer.
Okay. Oh, true. This didn't feel like a long movie. That's something to note, too. I think it's
under an hour and a half. It's 1 hour, 28 minutes. At least the theatrical cut.
And it did not feel like that at all.
Mario Brothers, 1 hour, 44 minutes. It's longer.
So that's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to suffer longer. All right. I agree.
All right. I agree, too.
So, new number 10 spot. Below Krull, but above SMB 93. The Guyver.
All right, you want to move on to some trivia and goofs?
I do want to move on to some trivia and goofs.
Okay, I'm down.
All right, so there's actually alternate versions of this. There's a theatrical cut, which I think is just called the director's cut, which was later released on DVD. And there's a VHS version. Unfortunately, I believe we watched the director's cut version, which has less violence and...
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
As gory and horrifying as it was in points.
It was much worse. Wow.
Yeah. So a text prologue explaining the origins of the Guyver and the Zoanoids was added to one of the versions. So I think that's what we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Different
so
opening.
That's proof right there.
Yeah. The Guyver title shows up in glittering silver chrome. That's the DVD version. So that's what makes me think we saw that version. The VHS version just has a cheaper black/brown title that swipes and fades in.
And we didn't have that.
No.
So it says that there's slightly more dialogue when Max tells Mitski of her father's death. Wait, that doesn't make sense. When Mitski tells Max, right?
Oh, Max is Mark Hamill. I forgot his character name. All right, so here's an example. When Zoanoid Lisker crushes Zoanoid Sagawa's head, blood is shown gushing onto the ground in the VHS version.
We definitely didn't see any of that.
No. In the
like gushing onto the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, okay, so next time I think whatever we watch, we're going to make sure we...
watch the better version.
Not necessarily better. I would think just good to scan which version holds, if there's an alternate version or not.
And then decide which version we want.
And then we can tell you people what version we watch.
You people.
You.
Yo. Soldier boy, cricket, yo. The director's cut has a slightly shorter version showing a shot of Zoanoid Sagawa on his knees with no blood. And also, apparently, when the Guyver kills a snake-headed Zoanoid, the VHS version shows him getting his arm ripped off and his neck snapped with blood spatter.
Oh my god, why didn't we watch this version?
I know.
Maybe it would have been slightly more entertaining.
Probably.
Probably. I don't know if Amanda would have stomached it then, because she was already sickened by what she saw.
Yeah. And one more piece of good violence that we missed on. When the Guyver slashes Zoanoid Weber, the VHS version shows blood splattering across her face and Miski's.
Oh, wow.
Which would better explain why Guyver thought Miski was dead.
Right. Yeah, because to me it really...
It looks like she just fell over.
Yeah.
He's like, no, she's dead! VHS.
Main.
VHS.
Main.
Next, we're going to talk about trivia.
Trivia.
So,
you ready for some trivia?
I'm ready for some trivia.
All right. So, based on a Japanese comic book known as Bio Booster Armor Guyver, I thought it said Armor Guys until, anyways. Or armor guy. He could
Why
be
would
armor
you say
guy. He
armor
should just be
guy?
armor guy. Why is he Guyver? The guy. That's what it should be. So an ordinary high school student stumbles across an alien weapon, which turns him into a reluctant hero fighting an evil international corporation. The character, which is named Lisker, is named for a Oswald A. Lisker, a character from the original Japanese comic who was a martial arts expert who tried to stop the Guyver using another Guyver, which is weird because in the movie there's only one Guyver that's ever been found.
Right.
Fulton Bacchus is named after Hamilcar Bacchus. Jesus Christ. From the Japanese manga. He was one of the 12 Zoolords and a top scientist for Kronos.
Oh, so there's multiple Guyvers and multiple Zoolords in the comic. So
Which sounds cooler than this.
Almost certainly it was cool. Yeah, so we were wondering if the girlfriend's name was Mitsuki, because that's what the subtitles we got said, or Mizuki. And so I looked it up, and according to the Guyver wiki, her name from the original manga was Mizuki Sagawa, and they changed it to Mizuki. So Mizuki. So I guess they thought
They're trying to Americanize it, or
yeah.
They're trying to colonialize it.
Yeah, dude. Or they think Americans are too dumb to understand the name Mizuki, so Mizuki. Mitzi.
So they colonialize it.
They colonialized her name.
We dumb it down.
Yeah, dude, they did.
I personally like Mizuki better, but that's because
It's an actual
I understand
name.
it. Yeah. Mitsuki.
So this next bit of trivia was from TV tropes. Under they call it executive meddling. So this trope is when a person... I don't play. So...
I don't play!
Executive...
Adam Carolla, I don't play! If you didn't know what we were talking about, we were referencing a Steve O interview with Adam Carolla on The Man Show, a terrible show on Comedy Central that didn't last long. And he was blackout drunk and got kicked off the show. A very low point in his life.
I'm pretty sure it was like Adam Carolla had his own show for a little bit, but he sucked, so he didn't keep it for very long.
Correction, it wasn't The Man Show, it was the Adam Carolla Show. Continue.
That's all anybody knows Adam Carolla from, because he sucks. So. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Too Late. I'm your host, Adam Carolla. Tonight, joining us, our guest will be Steve-O from MTV's Wild Boys. Steve-O is in his dressing room getting drunk. Yeah, there he is now. But you're not playing. You're not playing along. But Steve, if you can mind your P's and Q's,
I don't play.
We can take a couple of phone calls and do a TV show.
I don't play.
Otherwise, we're just going to take a break and call security.
I don't play.
All right.
I
You
don't play.
All right, so we'll get security.
I don't play.
Okay. All right, so this next bit of trivia, executive meddling. So this next bit... All right. Okay.
What's executive meddling? Wait. So what exactly does executive meddling mean?
So executive meddling is basically like you're a director and your producers who are funding the project have the ultimate say, and they're like,
so they do sabotage or do things on their own. Okay.
So like
the studio thinks you're going to do A and you do B.
Well, you want to do A, but then they're like, the bean counter said that B would get us more money,
more ass and seats.
Profit,
you know the deal.
Ass and seats, profit, more demographics, and yeah.
They probably didn't want the cartoon music and everything.
Well, let's see what this trivia says.
Let's go.
According to an interview with Steve
Wang,
the director of the first live-action film, who is also a fan of the anime and manga, the film's producer Brian Usna wanted to make a kids' film out of the license. Steve Wang wanted to keep the original tone of the series.
Okay.
Yes.
So there was some clashing there.
Yep, same as SMB 93, dude.
Yeah.
This ended up resulting with the two having big fights over the film direction and Wang getting zero creative control at all. The director had zero creative control at all. Explains the tonal ignorance.
That makes sense.
Next one is keep circulating the tape. So the unedited version of the film from its release on VHS. Okay.
The fuck? That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of shit I'm going through. I don't understand, man.
All right. Next one is keep circulating the tapes. So why do people want the VHS version? Well, as we already mentioned, because of executive meddling, the DVD cut out all the violence. And that was released as the director's cut. So Wang had nothing at all to do with this, despite the cut label as such. It was Yuzna who commissioned it. So if anybody's to blame for the tonal problems, it's this Yuzna fella.
Yeah, because he wanted to make a kids movie out of it.
Yeah.
Insane.
Kids movie out of a horror manga.
I get where he's just not piecing it together correctly. Meaning, like, I could see, if you see Power Rangers and stuff,
Yes.
you could try to compare it because the rubber suits.
At the surface
Tokusatsu,
level,
but
yeah, Tokusatsu is all the same.
the
It's
theme
like
of the whole thing is not that way. So you
Transformers,
can't-
Power Rangers, Beetleborgs.
Yeah.
Kids love this shit.
That's like taking all the Saw movies and trying to make them a kids movie. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just doesn't work.
It's like what they used to do in the 80s and 90s with Saturday morning cartoon versions of RoboCop, Beetlejuice.
I remember Beetlejuice.
The Toxic Crusader.
Yeah. You're
all
right.
these horrifyingly violent adult things.
This fall, Justice has a new name. RoboCop, Alpha Commando.
Awesome! Activating glue gun.
RoboCop, weekday mornings at 6.
Even Beetlejuice had swearing and child marriage and, not really meant for kids, really.
It did.
But they tried to
Kid
make
show was kind of cool, though.
It was. They did good job.
They did
but
good job.
Still, it's like, and the thing with the kids show.
That's an example of they did it right. Voice
Well,
correct.
it's still wrong and weird because the main character of the Beetlejuice cartoon
feels wrong, but it's so good.
No. Well, it's because, who do you think of when you think of Beetlejuice? You think of the character Beetlejuice. But in the movie,
Like
he's
Kid-
the villain.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
trying to force marry
Yeah, I
a
don't know how they
16-year-old
understood
girl.
that, or how they explained it in the show, in the TV
In
show.
the show, he's just like a friendly
He's just
ghost.
there,
They
yeah.
completely rewrite reality to make him a good character.
You like gooey.
Yeah.
You like rose.
Oh, yeah.
Then you'll love.
What?
TV Xavia's Ghost is weekday mornings on Fox. Wake up and smell my socks. Say the magic words.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice!
Catch Beetlejuice Monday through Friday mornings only on Fox.
All right!
Okay.
But yeah, that's kind of what I don't know.
Yeah.
They always tried to make everything kid-friendly back then. Sometimes. Yeah. You read the next one.
Do you know who Jeffrey Combs is?
I do, but you don't.
I have no clue, but I'm reading this note that's talking about him. He plays Dr. East in the movie Reanimator in 1985. Dr. West.
Just read it.
I don't want to. Because you literally say it in the same sentence 2 times. Plays Dr. West. In this movie, he played a character named Dr. West. Why are we reading it twice? My brain doesn't work, man. It's not logical.
Okay, let me go. Next piece of trivia. So, Jeffrey Combs played Dr. West in the movie Reanimator 1985. His boss here is played by David Gale, who played a villain in a Reanimator.
It's not helpful at all. Only to me because I didn't see the Reanimator.
Yeah.
You suggest it though? It's good.
We should watch it. No, it's pretty good. It's got Night of the Living Dead vibes.
Oh, okay.
Like Tarman.
Yeah, I love Tarman.
Yeah.
More brains.
Brains. Where it's kind of
My
silly,
favorite.
but also violent and horrible.
We can do an EV on that.
Reanimate?
More brains.
We could do an even
Good.
on that.
That'd be alright.
I kind of want to hate it.
I kind of do too, but it sticks out to me as a zombie movie. That's why I don't want to hate it because I can always quote it.
Yeah.
More brains. That's it. Or why do you eat the brains?
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
But I remember the rest of it being kind of...
It's not good. Spoiler. Spoiler alert. The DVD artwork pictures the face of the half-Guyver, Mark Hamill, leading you to believe that he is playing the Guyver in this film. However, the Guyver is played by Jack Armstrong. I believed it too.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
told
why
you.
they pull you
Remember
in.
when I told you? I was like, we're going to watch the Guyver. It has Mark Hamill in it.
Well, that's what sold me, yeah. Mark Hamill B-movie.
It's like a C movie.
It didn't even make it to theaters,
It's not even.
dude.
Yeah, not even C, dude.
It's a G movie.
It's a D movie for dead because he died.
D for dead because he died, dude.
I'm telling you. That's what it is, dude.
Stephen Baldwin was also considered for the role of Guyver.
That wouldn't have worked.
No.
I think it's better as a no-name actor or worse actor.
Yeah.
Steve Baldwin's pretty decent. That's weird. Why would what?
I think Stephen Baldwin's the worst Baldwin brother, but he still would be.
You're not wrong. I think you're right. It's the same way of saying you're not wrong. I think you're right. Yeah, Stephen Baldwin, I just looked his picture up. He is Barney Rubble in Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas, which actually, in my opinion, is the worst Flintstones movie. The only Flintstone movie in my mind that exists is the first one, not Viva Rock Vegas. I actually had a coworker.
I haven't seen him in a while. Who's your coworker say? What's he say?
He was describing the Flintstones movie, and then when he said they went to a casino or something, I was like,
definitely.
No, they didn't. And it's like, yeah, man, yeah, they did. And they showed me, well, he didn't even show me anything. He was describing it, and I go, I think you're describing the second movie. And he goes, there's this first movie? This isn't the first. I thought this is the first one, the only one. So I told him, I was like, newsflash, buddy, there's a better one. And it stars John Goodman.
Get out of town!
And I almost said Andy Serkis. It's not Andy Serkis. It's Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis as Barney Rubble, man.
Rick Moron ass as Barney Rubble.
It's really good, though. It's a good one.
Yeah, I remember liking it.
Yeah.
But it was a billion years ago.
Yeah.
Well, anywho, I actually found this one coincidentally. So I was watching a YouTube video called Did You Know Gaming?
I've seen that, yeah.
They mention that David Hayter, most well known for his role playing Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid, but in Metal Gear Solid 1, due to confusion over the Screen Actors Guild having guidelines about actors doing video games, to play it safe, the English voice cast went by pseudonyms in the credits and in the manual. Hey, this is Alex. I'm editing this episode. Why did I say pseudo-names? It's pseudonyms. Duh. Back to the episode. And even though in the final game, David Hayter was credited as David Hayter in the game itself.
That sucks. They can't even say their own name. You get credit for it?
Well, yeah, because Screen Actors Guild, that's why a lot of, like, in TV shows and stuff, you'll see extras, and they just won't say a single line.
Yeah.
Because it's, even if you say a single line, you have to get paid more than if you didn't, and stuff like that.
That makes sense.
Probably union stuff for the Screen Actors Guild. If you're doing voice cast in, like, a game or something, you probably have to credit the Screen Actors Guild, give them their...
I mean, I'm not in any of it, obviously, but I always say just give people the credit they deserve.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether they want it or not, I mean, it's still credit to them.
But this piece of trivia, what's interesting here is that David Hayter in the manual went by the name Sean Barker, which was the name of his character, Sean Guyver, in Guyver Dark Hero 1994.
Gotcha.
So his pseudonym...
His last name was actually Guyver in the movie?
No, it's Sean Barker.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but he went by his character name from the Guyver in Metal Gear Solid.
So there's a Guyver video game?
No, dude, did you hear what I...
I see what you're saying.
Yes, dude.
That was really confusing. Just to get around the Screen Actors Guild?
Yeah, so they all went by pseudonyms, but David Hayter just chose to go by the name of his character in the movie.
Yeah, I love Easter eggs like that.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
cool. Life's Easter eggs.
Isn't that neat?
Isn't that great, dude?
Right, dude?
I like it.
You're right.
You're right. Well, one more trivia here.
Do it.
So, the film featured over 50 creature effects.
Nice.
You thought I was going to read that one?
In January 1997, between Star Wars A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back, Mark Hamill was involved in a car accident in which he fractured his nose and left cheekbone.
Yeah.
So if you ever notice pictures of him around Empire and later, he's got a slightly
kind of changed.
You know,
I did notice that. I didn't know what happened though.
Little Owen Wilson-y nose a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, car accident. He had to have cartilage taken from his ear to rebuild his nose, and it gave his face a slightly fucked up look.
It did. So it was fucked.
During the opening scene of The Empire Strikes Back, Luke is mauled by a wampa, which damages his face. Lucas claims the scene was not added to explain Hamill's appearance, but that it did help. So Carrie Fisher, on the other hand, though, says she remembers it differently. She said, I was still shooting Star Wars when Mark got into the car accident. It was a really bad accident. Miraculously, his teeth didn't shatter, but his nose did. He had to have some of his ear put into his nose. It was messed up. Now, she didn't say that. So they adjusted the film with the snow monster to right away in the movie scratch his face to account for looks being different.
I mean, but you could have a different opinion on set versus being the actual director, so...
Yeah, and you can just remember things differently.
And if he legit said that wasn't why, I mean, you kind of have to take that as face value.
Right, and you don't know what order they're...
George flipping Lucas.
Yeah, dude, she didn't know, man. She couldn't know.
Did you know, Carrie? This is my idea. So whatever you're thinking happened, man, it didn't.
Is this George Lucas talking?
This is my film, yeah. This is my film, Carrie.
I didn't direct this one, but I produced Empire Strikes Back. I wrote it.
So it's mine.
It's all mine. I get everything. I want ice cream.
I wanted to say, that's coming to me. I get everything that's coming to me.
I get everything that's coming to me.
Ah, that was goofy. Speaking of goofy, let's talk about some goofs.
Oh, the transition, dude.
Thanks, man. I got a goof for you.
Do it.
The Guyver's extended elbow blades wiggle and bend like rubber as he twists and turns in fight scenes. I actually noticed that.
You did?
They don't look metallic, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, they look rubber.
They don't. I mean, that's not.
They're not.
Yeah. Honestly, I attributed it to the length of the blade, and there was thinner.
And it's organic, so.
And, yeah, that's good.
Within the last few minutes of the movie, Sean removes his Guyver armor, revealing he has no clothes on. This is because he had to regenerate a whole new body. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But when he gets up and walks away, he's just wearing tennis shoes.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
Maybe they edited it out of the director's cut.
They might. The Guyver bends down the barrel of a revolver held by one of the thugs. In order to do this, the thug would have had to be strong enough to bend it himself. That is, you're right, because it would have broke his hand.
It would have just moved his hand
It
if he was strong enough to bend the metal.
That is funny.
To hold it stationary.
Unless...
No, it makes sense what they said.
No. Well, I didn't see how he held it. But if you did hold it like this, this finger would...
The Guyver would have had to hold it in place with one hand and bend it with the other hand in order to
You're
bend
not
it
wrong. Because, even by doing this, there has to be solid...
If it's strong enough to bend metal, then the guy would have to hold it with the strength. Yeah. The leverage.
Was there another thing that we watched that we were like, that doesn't make any sense?
Well, on IWHI, everything doesn't make sense.
No, there was something.
Star Trek. Okay. I'm sure, too. Filled with space science.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is that normally called?
Counting?
Yeah, but what's another term for it?
Numbers?
If you were having items on a piece of paper going to a grocery store, what would it be?
It would be called list time.
Yeah, man. Let's go to list time.
Yeah, dude.
We're going to do the top 10 tokusatsu, considering the fact that we have seen basically none of their Japanese iterations. This is our list.
Yes. So
number 10.
Number 10. Super Sentai. Only for name recognition, i.e. it's Power Rangers in the U.S.
Gotcha. I like Super Sentai better. It's too close to hentai, though. You might get confused if you search for it.
I'd watch some super hentai.
All right, Metal 9 Hero. Number 9 is Metal Hero, which is Beetleborgs.
The U.S.
Why do they call it Metal Heroes? I guess it doesn't matter.
Because they're stupid. Beetleborgs are more American. Yeah, Beetleborgs, they did it right. In America, us kids.
Beetleborgs was good, man.
Beetleborgs, dude.
Beetleborgs. Number 8, Street Sharks, even though it doesn't count.
Number 7, Ultraman.
Number 6, Kamen Rider Black.
Number 5, John Guyver. We just watched.
Yeah. Number 4, Chimera, which is the friend to all children.
Number 3, Godzilla, the King of the Monsters.
Number 2, WWE Monday Night Raw.
And number 1, Yugo Trees. Listeners, Yugo Trees is our high school friend Zach Kenny, who had the power to transmorph into a Yugoslavian tokusatsu kaiju demigod with elemental powers such as electricity, ice, and plasma. Isn't that right, Brandon?
That is right, Alex.
Good.
Great. Do you hear that?
What?
Oh man, do you hear it?
What's coming?
It sounds like battle drums.
Battle drum. I hear them. You hear?
It's getting louder.
You hear?
Oh my god.
I hear it.
I think you know what time it is.
Oh,
it's Who Would Win?
Who would win? This is a battle royale featuring characters or actors from the current episode versus ones from previous episodes. The battle arena is either a standard boxing ring or themed for the episode. Contestants are equipped with their iconic loadouts. The win condition is incapacitation, death, or ring out. As in wrestling, surviving past contestants can make surprise reappearances. So, Brandon, this episode's opponent probably going to involve Sean Guyver.
I was going to say Mark Hamill's character, but he's already dead.
Yeah, he's already gone.
This is Sean Guyver. The Guyver suit. I don't know. We could do the monsters too, but...
Well, let's see who our opponent is.
Yeah.
Last episode, nobody died, but it was George Clooney from Batman and Robin, and Robin.
They won?
They're alive.
Oh, they're alive. Okay.
So if we're going to pit...
Everybody else is dead?
No. Soldier, he's still alive.
Okay.
But I was thinking if we ever do, like, Universal Soldier, maybe we don't want him dead for that.
True. He can come back.
Yeah, he can come back.
He can be reforged by, like, a Terminator.
Oh, that's true.
All right, so Batman and Robin, huh?
Yeah, Batman and Robin versus the Guyver.
All right. Okay, well, maybe to give them an advantage, if they didn't already, they can give Batman and Robin Gotham City as the venue. Gotham City, whatever boxing ring they have, or,
Gotham City boxing ring.
Gotham Stadium ring.
Yeah, Wayne Stadium.
Wayne Stadium.
Yeah,
cool.
dude.
In Gotham City.
All right, so the fight arena is Wayne Stadium in Gotham City. The opponents are Batman and Robin versus Sean Guyver.
Oh yeah, Sean Guyver.
Sean Guyver, dude. All right.
Sean PDD Guyver.
Guyver Combs, dude.
Nice.
So, why are they all willing to fight? The motivation? Do they need it?
There's probably have to be motivation because Sean Guyver is just a dude. And sure, he is the Guyver now, but why would he want to kill them or beat them up?
Well, it could even just be a regular old fight.
Yeah. Yeah, Wayne Stadium, they're like, oh, we hear there's a new kid in town.
Yeah.
This is Sean Guyver.
He knows Aikido.
So he must get beato.
That's what Robin says.
Wayne Slime.
Wayne Slime? Yeah, Wayne Slime Wayne. All right, yeah, so the MC, he comes up first before any of the contestants appear. He's like, oh yeah, Sean Guyver. Ever heard of her? He comes to fight in our city tonight. That's what I say. You don't play.
Right, baby?
The audience is dead silent.
I'm Slime Wayne! And then they lose their mind.
Slime Wayne!
Yeah!
Okay, whatever, dude.
Slime Wayne, whatever you say.
Alright, here comes our contestants. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. So, yeah, Guyver's there. Batman and Robin are in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
grappling in.
They're squaring each other up.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do.
So is this two on
referee's like, come on, guys, it's a fight here. There's
referee's
like 10,000
you know the rules.
Yeah, he doesn't explain the rules. He reminds him of his boxing rules.
Everything goes.
You got it? Boxing rules? Okay. Ding, ding.
Let's see. Let's go.
Let's go, guys. They still don't know. They still don't know, man. They're confused.
It's unprofessional.
Just looking at each other. I was like, come on, Bats. Are we going to do something or not?
Microphone does the
Batman or Robin immediately runs towards the Guyver, thinking he's going to do something. He tries to slide kick.
Right now, he's still Sean mode, by the way, human mode. He's naked wearing tennis shoes.
I didn't know that.
Well, he's just, he turns into the Guyver. So right now, they think it's just a kid with.
Where's the Guyver suit, though? If he's butt naked in the middle of his 10,000 attendant stadium.
It's in his neck.
Oh, true, duh.
Yeah.
All right, well, fine. Then
he can't turn into the
Robin
Guyver.
had enough because he's getting really anxious because of all the people shouting and there's no fighting yet. So he's like, come on, Batman, we got to do something.
Well, Robin's like, he wants to show his stuff to Batman. He's like, I'm an adult. I can do it.
So what I was going to say is that he bum rushes really fast towards Sean Guyver and tries to slide kick him. But Sean Guyver, he doesn't do a crazy technique, but he kind of he jumps to the side pretty good.
Yeah.
And as he does the jump, his tentacles immediately come out of his neck because he's getting attacked. So the Guyver suit activates right away.
Yeah.
And then he lands, and Robin's still. He gets up because he missed him. He's like, "Whoa, what are you?" I am the Guyver.
I am the Guyver.
I do not fear death. It has rejected me. I cannot die. Whatever the quote is. Robin's like, "Whoa, dude, that's a cool suit, man."
Robin starts stabbing him with robber rings.
Robber rings?
Yeah.
Is that real? It's not real.
Well, he doesn't have bad rings, does he?
He has robber rings. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Well, logic would dictate.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a tool to use. You just use your rapper ring.
Yeah, dude, he's like, stab.
Oh, fuck. No, they're rubber rings. He accidentally grabbed the rubber rings on accident. He has rubber rings, too, to do less lethal stuff. It's less lethal. He's got, Batman, help, I got less lethal on me. I need something to get this guy.
Batman's like, you're not supposed to go lethal ever.
That's the point. I switched him. I saw you had rubber rings. You can never use them.
I don't trust you.
Immediately.
Batman does not trust him.
Guyver's blades come out. And he cross-hatches Robin's head clean off with both. Okay, he goes like this, so he crosses his arms, and then the blades come out, and then he opens his arms back up, and then Robin's head's gone.
Okay, then the referee comes in. He's like, "Stop!
You're out. Wait,
this is a crime. This is a crime.
This is murder here.
Illegal.
This isn't boxing rules."
Batman is trying to put Robin's head back on his body.
Furiously?
Yeah. He's like, "No, Robin.
Robin, my God, I did this to you. I shouldn't have switched your ranks.
Your ranks. I did this to you. Tag me in, Robin." He slaps Robin's hand.
Slaps his dead limp hand.
He jumps in the ring. He's like, the Guyver, you're a criminal now. And I am the knight. I am vengeance.
So we're gonna get you. He's like, I'm not a criminal. He tried to kill me. Yeah, he is. He's a criminal. He can't talk his way out of it.
He tried to kill me. Batman's like, why are you running? Why are you trying to run?
And they're both just standing there. He's just like looking around, like thinks he's insane. Sean Guyver does.
Batman starts to put handcuffs on Sean Guyver's wrists. Sean Guyver pulls away.
I was about to say starts to. Like, how would he even get that close? Like, who's gonna grab him?
Well, he's in his face because he said you tried to kill him.
Okay, yeah.
And Sean Guyver.
So he bear hugs him. This big Batman.
Batman does. Well, remember, it's George Clooney nipple Batman.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he hugs him, and then he has electric nipples in his suit.
And they shock
him. Yeah. He shocks him backwards, yeah. So that stuns Sean Guyver for a minute.
And then Batman headbutts the Guyver ball.
Oh, yeah.
And it stuns him.
Stuns him big time. Batman doesn't have any lethal stuff on him, though, because he's less lethal.
Yeah, he doesn't kill.
So what can he do here as he's stunned?
So Batman is still worried about Robin, so he goes back to Robin.
Still trying to put him back together?
He tries to use bat paste, bat healing paste.
Bat putty?
Yeah, bat foam. And he puts Robin's head on the body.
Yeah.
And then he screws it on.
Oh, he screws it on?
Screw. And it works. Robin's alive again.
What? All right. Is he barely alive or he's perfectly fine?
He's wrong.
He's wrong? He's not right in the head?
He came back wrong, dude.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes that is better.
Batman, was I good enough?
Oh, he always seeks approval. He can't be...
I'm my own man, right, Batman? It's like, Robin, you died. He killed you immediately.
You still love me, Batman?
George Clooney smiles. Doesn't answer him.
So the Guyver's snapping out of it at this point.
Oh, yeah.
His nipple electricity.
He does a quadruple backflip, and then he does his pose. Kia!
He does a triple backflip onto the ropes, and then back up to like a triple somersault front flip. And then he does his pose. Kia!
Kia! And he's like, Robin, I don't trust you.
He doesn't trust Robin anymore, though?
No, he never did.
Oh.
Never will.
Okay. What if he went after him, though, at that point? Robin's gonna...
Does Robin go after him again?
Yeah, man.
All right, Robin.
He wants to really make Batman happy. Oh, he seeks approval, so... he's got to do better this time.
All right. Batman's clapping.
His cheeks. He's a thick Batman.
He's twerking, dude.
Yeah, he's just twerking for the crowd.
The crowd's cheering.
Yeah. He's throwing money in the ring.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Batgirl rides in on a motorcycle.
And does what?
Grappling hooks in.
There's like WWE, WWF entrance music that plays.
Yeah.
It's Batgirl. I don't know what it played, but...
She takes a folding chair.
Miranda Lambert is what I was going to say would be her song.
Miranda Lambert's?
Yeah. You know, Miranda Lambert.
You know.
You know, Miranda Lambert. You never heard of Miranda Lambert before?
Never heard of him?
You know, Miranda Lambert. You know, Miranda Lambert. Hold on. You know, Miranda Lambert.
She's just going wild. She just swings the folding chair.
Yeah, female empowerment.
Fuck yeah, dude. She beats the shit out of Robin.
Oh my god. She didn't understand the assignment.
Yeah.
She's just fighting. She didn't care who.
She's proving to be the superior bat person to Batman.
The superior sidekick.
Yeah.
All these years, she's been waiting her time to shine. So she literally takes this time to prove to Batman that she is the best.
Yeah.
Incapacitates Robin by knocking his glued head off.
Oh, no. Batman's still twerking. He's not paying attention.
Yeah, he doesn't even know what's going on anymore.
Yeah.
He's blacked out. Because he just put Robin's his head back on, and he's alive somehow. So he's literally catatonic with confusion.
Yeah, catatonic.
Can't handle it.
Yeah, he's filled with tonal ignorance.
He is. So Batgirl's just killed Robin
again.
Yeah, for the second time.
The Guyver quadruple front flips, and then he roundhouse kicks Batgirl unconscious.
Batman notices. He catches him off guard, like he can see in the corner of his eye. Batgirl getting knocked out. Mm-hmm. So he quits twerking.
He throws a smoke
bomb.
Hey!
Out. Yeah, and just throws a smoke bomb. And then he ties up the Guyver with bat rope.
Yeah.
He starts twerking again.
And the crowd's still cheering.
Yeah, it's still cheering. He's just eating up the attention. Batman is. He doesn't get a lot of attention, so when he gets it, he really likes it a lot.
Then Alfred...
Secretly, he wants the attention. That's why he does.
He does. That's why would you dress up as a bat person, have a giant signal?
Exactly.
Well, in Batman and Robin, he does go to a bunch of galas and, like, you know, public appearances and stuff.
Yeah,
he loves it.
See?
He's practically mayor of...
Yeah. He may appear as the dark vigilante, but he's really just...
the white knight.
Suck ass.
Yeah, he is. He loves the attention.
He loves it. He's a whore.
So anyway, Alfred, he's
not my Alfred or original Alfred.
Well, Batman and Robin Alfred, who's the one in the first 3 or 4.
Okay, yeah, that's good Alfred.
Yeah, but he's gluing Robin's head on now with the foam again.
Oh, Master Robin.
Master Robin.
Wait, what's his name in the movie? Bert?
Robin? The actor's name? Chris O'Donnell.
So if
Dick.
Rooster Dick.
Yeah, Rooster Grayson.
Dick, dude. What? Dick Grayson.
Yeah. It's like, Master Grayson.
Dick.
Oh, Master Dick. Master Rooster Grayson. I mean, cock. Not his name, people.
The
audience.
He's trying to get his head. I don't even know why at this point. Anybody has even attempted to glue Dick Grayson's head back on, but
well, Alfred's
here we go. Alfred's doing what he can. You know, he's trying. Trying to save the family. But
Robin, since he's had a little bit of time now without oxygen to his brain, he's even more.
Or blood or anything.
He pushes Alfred away and he says, "You're not my dad."
He pushes him away with his decapitated.
His head's back on now, dude.
Oh, he put it back on?
Yeah, his head's back on.
He's alive again?
He's alive again, yeah, dude.
Does Alfred have some kind of like serum that he, like predator serum to seal his neck?
Bat serum, dude, yeah.
Yes.
Bat foam.
Okay. Bat foam, yeah, bat foam heals everything.
Yeah.
Alright, so pushes him away. You're not my dad, Alfred. Batman interjects. Robin! He is your father. He's our father, who art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Robin's like, what are you saying, Batman? You're losing it. You're bonkers, dude.
He starts twerking. And then...
Next shot sound like bongos.
And then, from the ceiling, dun, flies in Bob Bats. More WWE lights flashing, smoke machine.
Sting music comes on, which is good because he's twisted.
Yeah.
So yeah, what does he do? Bob Bats comes down. I don't even remember who's anywhere anymore. Batgirl's knocked out cold.
Clooney Bats, he's smiling to the crowd. He's working.
Clooney Bats is twerking.
And Bob Bats walks up to Alfred.
And he goes, "You're not my Alfred.
You're not my Alfred."
And then punches him like in the movie.
Oh man. Yep.
Yes, they have to. They can't not. No, I don't kill him. I don't know.
Then the Guyver. You
gotta remember too, the only people in the match are technically Batman, Robin, and the Guyver.
Yeah, but now it's a free for all, dude.
Now it's free for all.
Now a cage descends from the ceiling. And it's like bum 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 bum. Vince McMahon comes out with the mic. Cage match!
Then he falls over and dies of a heart attack immediately.
Oh, fuck.
Paramedics come out.
He's being rushed to emergency medical for
so he might still be alive. Alright, so cage match.
Cage match, yeah. Mankind descends into the cage.
Alright, Mankind. He just starts doing somersaults. He doesn't know what he's doing. He just knows he's in a match and he's supposed to do stuff. Yeah, stables himself. He starts doing strikes like he's controlled by a person that has a controller that's playing a video game.
Oh, wow.
He's just like striking the air, looking like he's trying to grapple people.
Oh, I know who's doing it. It's Alfred from Bob Bat's Alfred. It's Andy Serkis Alfred.
It's not my Alfred.
It's not my Alfred.
Yeah. Okay, so that's happening. And then...
the Guyver's running on the walls.
Like Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Okay. Or the Flash?
Yeah. Running around the perimeter.
Oh, at this time, so he's running faster. You can see like his feet glowing and everything.
Oh, man.
Then all of a sudden, his feet boots open up on the bottom. And then, he has like thrusters now. So he's going super fast. And then at that same time, his chest starts opening up. So it looks like he's charging something.
Yeah, Robin is headbanging the cage. Just to throw that.
He wants to kill himself because he can't take the pain. The pain is too much at this point. He's had enough. The constant seeking of approval, the physical torture his body's going under. He's had enough, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So Mankind, he descends from the cage and grapples with Robin, and then he does the mandible claw on him.
Oh, man, what's that?
The mandible claw is his main move where he puts a sock on his hand, and then he, puts his fingers in your mouth in such a way where he, grabs your bottom mandible.
Oh, no, dude.
And then, basically until you pass out or whatever, but he does it, but then the body's lifting away from his head. So at the end of it, he's holding Robin's head above him in the mandible claw position, but his body's on the ground.
And the blood's getting all over Mankind's face. And he's like,
Robin, he's crazy.
While that's happening, Bob Bats gets jumped by Clooney Bats because Clooney Bats sees that he's beating up his Alfred. He's like, that's my Alfred. He's my dad.
It's not your dad.
It's not your dad.
It's like, he's my dad first.
So Clooney, the crowd throw him something? Can you get something through a cage?
A pole staff, a bow staff?
Yeah.
A bladed bow staff. Audience member snuck in a bladed bow staff.
Yeah, he breaks that over Bob Bats, and then he tries to shoot Bob Bats with a grappling hook, but it bounces off of him.
Yep, straight into old Alfred's forehead. Just busts his skull straight.
Oh my god.
So Batman has literally killed Alfred by his own hands.
And George Clooney, the cameras focus in on him. He takes the bat mask off, and then he just smiles nonchalantly.
Okay. Alright, and then Bob Bats, he's losing his shit because he just killed Alfred. It's not his Alfred, but it's still Alfred.
Meanwhile, Mankind comes up, and, the Guyver's still running on the walls, charging up his power.
Right.
Batgirl starts to wake up, and she's sneaking up on Bob Bats. So Alfred controlled Mankind. Mandible claws Batgirl.
She's screaming. She doesn't know what to do.
Her theme music is playing as the same time Sting's theme music is playing. And Mankind's theme music.
Yeah, it's all theme music right now. This doesn't know what to do.
No, he just doesn't know who to root for. They don't know what's happening.
Then the Guyver's beam is almost ready?
Almost ready. But then the smoke machines have a tragic accident with the fire machines. Oh. And Wayne Stadium catches on fire.
Okay.
And they have to evacuate Wayne Stadium. Sprinklers going off. Chaos. So nobody's in charge. Everybody leaves.
Everybody just leaves. They usher everybody out. Patiently give everybody a refund.
Yeah.
Waiting for hours to get out.
Clooney, Batman.
Everybody's finally out.
Sorry.
So at this point, it's been hours. They're just sitting in the ring.
Wait, the Guyver's still running for hours?
Yeah.
We can't get him. He's too high.
But his chest is opening up still. Charging up. And then he blasts them. He kills one of them, the bats. Maybe he kills old Batman because new Batman's armor is better. Which one has better stuff?
Old Batman has more gadgets. The new Batman is immune to bullets. Aside
so
from
then the new one, then probably. Well, yeah, think about it, because he has little contact scanners, cameras.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking is that George Clooney, the beam, it does go straight through him, but it melts his skin. Yeah, and his bones, and his cold bones.
Oh no.
And then Mankind actually gets caught by the beam too, so he's dead.
Oh, okay.
He hits both of them on accident. Batgirl's still out for the count. She's out. Alfred's dead. Robin, he should be dead. But he's probably
head's
still
been
alive.
removed. Well, how about Batgirl?
Yeah, no, he's dead. Too.
Batgirl's using bat foam. She puts everybody back together.
Oh my god. All right. Can we just nuke this student?
All right, so Andy Serkis calls in a tactical nuke.
Oh yeah, because he got all the points with his gaming skills.
Yeah.
His controller. The whole time he was getting like combos and points and stuff.
He got enough of a killing spree that he can get a tactical nuke.
All right, so tactical nuke gets called in.
Inbound, dude.
Yep, there's a timer. It's scary. You're all dead.
And then the pay-per-view ends.
Oh, that was just a trailer for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So let's do the real battle now. No.
The Guyver and Batman fight. Batman loses.
The Guyver wins?
Yeah.
I'll accept it.
Sean Guyver.
Sean Guyver, he wins?
Wouldn't he win?
I think he would win. I wanted him to win.
I mean, he's got more powers.
He's got more powers. That's the main reason.
So the whole Bat family's been pretty wrecked. Yeah. Guyver's
They got
champion?
guanoed. Bad guano?
I know, dude. I just trying to think of... Alright, well, Monday Night Massacre in Wayne Stadium.
Wednesday, mass death.
Yeah, Wayne Stadium, tune in live on Monday, although this hasn't happened yet.
What you've just seen is all AI generated footage. Don't call the police.
Don't call.
Don't call.
Don't call.
Go.
Don't take my word for it.
Perfect.
And then the guy watching the pay-per-view closes his laptop.
And then kills himself.
Yeah. And it was Mark Hamill all along.
Yep. Wow. Is him all along?
Yeah.
That mustache Hamill.
Mustache Hamill. He's low point in his life, dude. All right, well, I guess that's who would win.
I think that's who would win anyways, the Guyver.
Yeah.
He has too many powers.
He's got more powers, man.
So that's the new challenger.
Sean Guyver.
But he's not the new challenger. He's the new
champ.
Yeah.
I guess.
The new IWHI reigning champ.
Yeah. Neither Batman is dead, but they're beaten. You got the better of them.
Bat foam.
Bat foam.
Serum bat foam.
All right. So, Devil's Advocate is our next segment.
That's right.
So, in this segment, one of us must defend the protagonist's position, and the other must defend the antagonist's position, whether or not we actually agree or disagree with their ideas or methods. How shall we decide who defends who? So, we got in Good Guy Team, the Guyver, I guess also Miski, and...
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Bad Guy Team, we have the Zoolord.
And all of his
in the Zonoids.
Minions, yeah. Well, the only reason I can defend the Zoolord is that they're their only race.
Alright, so you're on the defense of the Zoolord, on the prosecution.
It seems easier.
Okay.
They're their only race, so if they don't continue to do what they're doing, they're going to go extinct.
Alright, so they're taking like ecological angle.
Yeah.
No one has a right to make us extinct.
That's how I would say it.
So the prosecutor says, Your Honor, this is obviously a criminal conspiracy.
Your Honor, I have a right.
Yeah, Your Honor,
Let me give you my position on it.
They tried a criminal conspiracy, attempted murder, actual murder, biological terrorism,
biological murder,
genetic violence,
genetic murder.
And then the defendant's like, hey, that's racist! You can't say genetic violence! They're claiming that all Zoolords, violent by their nature, pure racism, we'd like to mistrial, racism, hatred, mistrial terms.
I'll allow the mistrial. That's what the judge says. That's it.
Mistrial because of the racism?
Yeah, the racism and the fact that they're acting in this extinction mode.
All right.
So wouldn't you, as a species, if you're extinct, you do things to make you not extinct? Even though extinct means erased, so endangered is what I meant.
Yeah. They're endangered, protected species.
Right.
Under the Geneva.
And they're aliens, so if they're in an Earth court, obviously they win, no matter what they do.
All right, so it goes up to an appeals court because of a mistrial. So it goes up to the Supreme Court. they have the same views. Like, we want to eliminate humanity too.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, that's...
Therefore, you're pardoned for all your crimes, and you're free to walk.
That was easy.
The Guyver and Mizky just can't believe it.
Yeah, but they accept it.
You win. Zolords win. Zolords rule. That's what the Supreme Court says, Zolords rule. Please buy a vacation for us, Zolord. Written, the Supreme Court.
Instead, they just send him a couple crates of Dwayne The Rock Johnson's Zoa energy drink.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. What we can get.
Good job.
Good job, man. That was a mouthful.
Well, how about we wrap this boy up?
I'd say let's do that by saying, what else do we hate?
Well, let's see.
Who can metaphorically suck your balls?
People in stories who don't pick up the weapons and ammo from bad guys after they've been dispatched. You ever see that?
That's a good one.
So
Yeah,
like,
you're thinking especially real combat situation, you'd be picking up everything.
Yeah, especially
everything
like
you could take with you.
if you have like only like a pistol with 6 bullets and the bad guy had a submachine gun with like multiple magazines, and then they just shoot the bad guy and keep walking.
Right.
Like, wouldn't you want the gun with the higher capacity and the more ammo?
I think it's just poor script writing.
Yeah.
Continuity.
But they do it so often.
It's too easy.
Not so much anymore, I don't
That's the
think.
thing. Yeah, like the John Wick movies. That's more realistic.
Yeah, John Wick would take guns.
But you gotta figure in movie things, like, there's always infinite ammo.
If you run out of ammo, you can have mine. You got enough? Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
It's just cartoony.
Whoa.
They take the realism out of it.
Yeah.
Which ruins the suspension of disbelief.
It does.
Big time.
It's not what I would do. How about you?
I would say what I hate. Well, recently I've switched jobs or positions to where I drive now more.
Yeah.
And what I hate is when there's 2 semis. You're on a 2-lane highway, so meaning there's 2 lanes going the same way each way, and there's a slow semi on the right side where they're supposed to be, and there's a semi that wants to pass them, but they only go like literally a half a mile an hour faster.
Yeah.
Than that one semi. Maybe even up to 10 minutes, you might be riding behind both because you can't.
Yes. Yes. 100%.
That's really annoying.
I know exactly what you mean.
Like, I try to go exactly the speed limit, and even doing that, semis will get in front of you. You'll have to slow down.
Yeah.
And what the fuck? Are semis allowed to drive on the same road?
That is funny that they do.
They're just like a giant, slow-ass
They only have
obstacle.
one purpose. I mean, they got to move cargo.
A train. Just have more train railways, and then you can have all the... I know what I said. I said railways. But then you just don't need them taking up valuable space of...
Traveling commuters.
Car.
Traveling people. Smaller things. Yeah, so that's one of mine.
Anytime I see a semi get blown up in movies and stuff, I cheer. I don't care about the human driving it. They could have picked a better job. Alright, well, what else have you been watching, reading, or playing since the last episode?
Been watching Star Wars Next Generation with my wife, and you've been watching it since we've been here too.
Star People, dude.
Star People.
Yes, Amando calls it, yeah.
We watched Insidious, The Red Door in theaters, and a newer movie called Talk to Me, which is a horror thriller movie. It's pretty good. There's a couple mixed in here and there, but that's about it. Haven't been playing many more games because time is of the essence.
Yeah.
Amanda got Pikmin 4 for the Switch, but hasn't played much because time is of the essence. I guess other stuff I've been watching is the Guyver.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else we watched though, like recently. Not really.
Those horror movies in the theater.
Yeah, and they were okay. Insidious wasn't as good as the other one. Talk to Me. It was actually really good. I think it was Australian actors. They're all Australian.
Supernatural horror movie? Or?
It was like I guess so. It was an arm that was found by some kids, but the arm was like wrapped in a whole bunch of stuff. I think it's ceramic or something. And somehow they found out when they hold a hand, like a handshake, and say "talk to me," there's a ghost on the other side of the table. Freaks them out.
Yeah, why would you do that?
They, they're young high school, college kids, so they're like, "Oh, I want to come over and talk to it." And they have a timer, they said, I think for a minute or 30 seconds. And if they stay in too long, they either get trapped. They don't know what it is, but the person's physical body just really starts freaking out.
They die?
They could. They don't know. They've never seen it to where it goes far enough. How they know how long it is, it's a mystery.
Do they throw it in the woods and set it on fire after it happens the first time? Or
No, they use it
keep
as
going further and further?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a pretty good movie.
Okay.
But what have you been watching or reading?
Watched Avatar 2.
Oh, okay. I want to hate that, honestly.
I wanted to, too.
It wasn't too
It's
bad,
actually not that bad. Just because I think the scope of it's impressive.
Well, that's funny that you said that, because that's like my with director of photography stuff. If it looks good enough,
Yeah.
you give it a pass. And maybe it is good. I don't know.
I also finally played video games.
That's good.
I beat Control, System Shock Remake, and still playing Aliens Dark Descent.
I want to see that.
It's really good.
We played Aliens Extinction. That's pretty fun.
Oh,
Extinction? What was it called? Fireteam Elite.
Fireteam Elite.
Okay.
Aliens Fireteam.
Alien Extinction is a RTS.
Xbox RTS.
Yeah.
It was good. And started watching Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We got about 2/3 through, and then my dad couldn't handle it, and we had to stop watching it.
Oh, man. So you didn't even finish it overall?
No.
Oh, sorry.
And then X-Wing audiobook series.
What is that like? I don't understand.
It's
fiction, obviously.
Yeah.
Like pilot logbook stuff? Like,
well, it's Rogue Squadron, you know?
Okay.
From like the Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah.
It's just Star Wars
so it's
stuff.
Star Wars. It's
the guy.
It's Top Gun Star Wars.
It's literally what they pitched it as. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
that's cool.
Top Gun meets Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's got like the sound effects and the music in the background, like don't.
In the audiobook too. That's even cooler.
Yeah.
Nice.
That keeps me from going insane on the long car ride. I listen to 3.5 books.
That's cool.
That's how long the drive is.
Yeah,
you can listen to that every single day.
16-hour drive, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's what's funny, because even like next week I have to go back to work, and I'm going to Hollywood, Florida, one drive.
Oh, man.
And that's like a 16-hour day, and then 2 days after I go to Miami. And it's mile marker 1 in Florida. It's Florida City.
Mm-hmm.
And that usually is minimum 15-hour days, so usually takes like 16 hours.
But you're like so used to it that it's not mind-numbing?
Yeah, and it's not like I drive the entire way. Normally I'll drive, or one person drives all the way down and then to either all of the stores, which is only 4 or 5 that we go to, or we'll switch halfway. One person always drives the whole way down or back. And then we may switch halfway through the stores, or at the end of the store we'll switch, and then the other person drives all the way back. So it's pretty split up, and we can sleep and whatever.
Yeah,
play on the computer, phone games, music, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, dude.
So. Okay, cool.
Yeah, man. Well, finally.
So next time for the battle, we got Guyver.
Guyver's
new
alive.
Guyver's alive.
He's a champion.
He's Guyving and thriving.
He's Guyving and thriving. Yeah, dude. Bio boosted armor, dude.
To listeners of this episode, we will definitely keep continuing the series. We need feedback, though, because it helps us. It helps us grow. It helps us learn.
Yeah.
It helps us thrive like the Guyve.
Thrive like the Guyve, dude.
It's Guyving
time.
But yeah, we need feedback. We need suggestions.
Yeah.
And Facebook likes, whatever, share us.
Like the breakdown was probably more streamlined and faster this time than usual.
I liked it a lot.
That was from feedback.
I feel like maybe next time we'll expand a little, but honestly, the condensing of notes helped a lot because we didn't go back and forth. And
yeah, it was all one set of notes to just go through.
Truthfully, though, this movie didn't need a huge breakdown because there's not much.
Here, I'll break it down even more.
Go ahead.
Aliens come to Earth. Kid gets alien armor suit. Kid discovers aliens are evil, trying to take over world. Kid uses alien armor suit to beat aliens. Mark Hamill dies horrific, terrifying death. The end.
It was terrifying. It's terrifying for him, Jesus Christ.
No, what am I becoming?
God, I'm dying alive!
Oh, kill me, please!
He was literally dead alive.
He was, dude.
He was.
Sick.
But yeah, IWHI Facebook. Just type in IWHI.
Yeah, dude.
Or I Want to Hate It Facebook.
I Want to Hate It.
Alex's website, areazone.org.
Areazone.org. You can find all the IWHI links on there. IWHI, IWHI, or I Want to Hate It.
On the internet. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there too, though. Like Discord server, RSS feed, Facebook, Twitter pages. You can listen to every episode if you want. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Of course, I have my social media. It's just Bondi Creative or YouTube. Same thing, really.
Yeah.
Really, if you type in Bondi Creative, it's on Facebook too.
Check it out. Let us know. Give us feedback. Yeah, man. Hate it with us.
Yeah. And yeah, you can do suggestions on there too.
Yeah, dude.
So send us a message, send us a suggestion. Just send it.
Right now, you have so much power over us.
You really do.
If a single person gives us any feedback whatsoever,
we'll change it immediately without haste, most likely.
You'll see like immediate results. Probably.
Probably on the very next episode because we only make these often.
Yeah.
So probably come sooner, like quicker. Maybe we do more remote episodes. But
yeah. So leave a comment, leave a suggestion, abuse your power over us, and we'll see you next time.
Abuse your 48 laws of power.
Just lead us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay, bye-bye. I love
This
you.
has concluded episode 16.
It's Guyver time. Let's
Guyver time.
Yeah.
Insert tokusatsu anime style music. Hype battle.
Hiya!
Hiya! It's morphin' time. Later, folks.
Bye-bye.
It's Guyver time.
It's Guyver time.
It's Guyver time.